It's a way to lower the rates, is that what you're saying?
See a cardboard of somebody's face and it says vote for me, but then that's all they ever see of that person, and they don't see them out there. They don't see them on the socials. So why are we looking at cardboard and making a decision? You know, I went through my period where I was getting in trouble with the police, getting arrested, just feeling lost and just getting on the piss every weekend and looking for fights, bro.
Got a boy arriving in the next 7 weeks, I think it is. He's showing up.
My big toe touched my head.
Oh shit, that's some shit.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh my gosh. I can't take a photo right now because my toe's touching my head, but I was like, this is yoga. We had a water test last year and
we lost.
You guys did not
We
win.
lost.
Which is why it hurts. Like, it hurts me. I'm going to get bloody emotional talking about it.
That's it, like breaking the stigma,
I don't really
bro.
want
Just
to.
talk about
I don't
things.
want to.
I had a need for speed. That was my teenager. Like, I love speed.
What have you done in your tenure? So you've been in council for how many years?
3 years now.
So if you get another 3 years, what do you plan to do in that time? Cheers, the Making a Statement podcast. We're back with episode 8. That's great. Don't be late. Don't hate. For goodness sake. Discriminate. Oh,
Go
anyways.
and shut the gate.
You're not a rapper.
No, no.
So, Brother E,
Hi, I'm Ethan.
he's Ethan, and my name is Dilz. This is Making a Statement podcast, where we're about breaking the stigma. We're uncensored. We are unfiltered. And we've got a guest with us tonight over here, the bro Alan Young. He is a current candidate for re-election to the Horowhenua District Council as a councillor for our people. So we're here to hear about his journey, who he is, and just tell us a little bit about yourself over there, Alan.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Awesome to be on the Making a Statement podcast. I'm Alan Young. I am currently a district councillor for the Horowhenua District Council, running for election in the Levin ward. I am also the owner of Noodle Canteen in Levin,
Yum.
and your local tennis guy.
Cheers.
I didn't know you own Noodle Canteen. That's funny. See,
Yeah.
I heard Trev say something before the podcast started about getting sponsored by Noodle Canteen, and then I was like, wait, what? He owns Noodle Canteen?
I thought you sold it. I heard stories you sold it.
So I don't run it at the moment because I'm focused on my politics.
Right, but you still own it behind the scenes,
I own
pulling the
like
strings.
the business,
Okay.
but I don't run it anymore because that way I can be
Focus.
your district councillor.
So there's a lot of people out there that didn't realise they still have the noodle hookups.
Pardon?
There's a lot of people out there that didn't realise they could still
like,
get the noodle hookup.
I don't run it. I'm just in the, like, I own it, but I've rented it out.
So free noodles or no?
I rented it out, so I don't.
Oh, so you don't touch it out of there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I see what you're saying. So no
So
free
you
noodles.
could ask the person that owns it to give us free noodles.
Of course.
There we
makes
go,
sense.
Levin. But
Yeah, that's cool.
before we kick things off, Alan, makingaastatement.co.nz. That's where you can find everything that we are about, and we are about breaking the stigma. Again, it's uncensored.
I got a new
unfiltered.
shirt.
New shirt.
Ooh,
Yeah, breaking the
that's
stigma.
nice.
That's our slogan. That's what I've got here too, breaking the stigma. I've got the tracksuit on.
So where do we get this apparel?
Makingaastatement.co.nz, bro, or the main street of Foxton at Care Design. You can walk in the store, buy it off the shelf.
They're good.
Yeah, bro.
Man,
This is all printed here in Foxton.
They
there.
are awesome, eh? I think, is it Alex? Is it
Alistair.
Alistair. He's the
Alistair
man.
and his wife Kimberly, and
They
now she's
are-
gone full time there now too.
They are awesome team, eh?
So they're part of my team now, bro. So
Are they?
the apparel's all printed and distributed from Foxton, and it's available on Main Street because
So
we've kind of collaborated. and
I
it's
know
awesome.
them because they do a newsletter for the tennis club.
Okay.
So like they've been amazing. They are amazing people, and just to work with them, like, they're so good to work with.
Yeah, and they're about the community
They
too.
are
So-
about the community. Look, you know, they might be a business in Foxton, but they are working hard in Levin, working hard and making a statement. Man, they are awesome.
Yeah, and like I'm happy to see it blossoming, bro,
I've got
and
nothing
then
but good
branching
things
out.
to say
and-
about them.
Yeah, and they were like all for like when we launched the the apparel and that they're like, so giveaways and like, how can we give back and let's get involved with community events. And so like for the spring fling, we're kidding it out. It's going to be the Making a Statement shop.
Bro, I love
and people are going to be able to walk in and grab the gears, print them and buy our albums. And
that top is on.
It's good, eh?
And so we've got it on display up here too. This is a bit of our older piece OG logo. OG. And that's the new welcome merch that's just dropped alongside the music video. So that came out over the weekend. Did you happen to see it?
With King Cass?
Yeah,
of course.
Did you see it? What did you think?
Oh man, it's good, eh?
Thank you.
Boom. But that's the music video that really brings it alive.
I know, and this guy shot it. We shot it in here.
Boom.
This is just teamwork, makes the dream work.
That's good, background.
Yeah, the teamwork makes the dream work.
You are the Benny Benassi. You work the magic behind the back, eh?
Yeah. But we still put him in front of the camera. He still belongs. He belongs in front.
He's with Selena now, so he's doing good work.
Good on him.
Who's Selena?
Gomez.
Oh, who's with Selena Gomez?
Benny Benassi.
Who's that?
The man that met the magic man behind the scenes that makes all the hits.
Oh,
AKA Ethan Clark.
Oh, hey, that's your
I don't
nickname.
even know my last name. That's nice.
Benny Ethan.
Hey, we know.
Yeah, Ethan
your local councillor knows you. Don't worry.
I like that. And you kind of followed my journey for a minute, eh?
Of course, I followed your journey for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to talk on that. Before we do, we speak how we've been out of 10 in the last week. That's a mental health touch base.
Okay.
Mental health touch base. I was also thinking about the rangatahi jar. We donate to this every time we swear. Coin is going in there.
Cool.
And 50 cents. 50. I know, I'll do that. 50 cents each time. So I think we've put in nearly $100 already, and we just started. So it's not looking good.
Well, it's looking good for the kids.
Takes a new meaning to uncensored, though.
100%. Like, we know there's an audience that we appeal to, which is the youth. So this is a way of being able to still do something for them, but this doesn't necessarily mean it's their content.
I'm the young elected member. You're talking to the right man. I mean, being one of the youngest on council, like, you got to remember, most of the people on council are of the older age. And so, like, I am designated, like, I talk to the youth the most. I'm most likely to go to youth spaces. And so, understand.
How old are you?
35. I'm just master's age, so young enough to understand, old enough to represent.
Yeah. Okay, it's a slogan.
I get that. I get that. I feel like I'm almost reaching that age too, and I'm almost 30, so that makes sense.
I feel it.
That's why I have to play sports to keep me young.
Yeah, bro.
Because
I don't think I can play anymore.
I'll be. You don't think you do, and then next thing you know, you take out a football season and you feel young again. I felt pretty slow earlier this year, and then I've just come through a football season, and man, I'm feeling good now. I'm like, I've got the extra little bit of gas at the end to just run.
Do you mean football like soccer?
Soccer.
Who do you play for?
Living AFC.
I was actually, because my daughter started playing this year, and I was considering coming down like for like a social grade.
Bro, how old are you? Are you nearly masters? Oh, you're young as.
Yeah, 29.
Bro, your knees are still good.
No, my knees are cooked.
Yeah.
I literally went on.
How did you cook your knees?
Oh, work, skateboarding, motocross, heaps of dumb shit.
Motocross, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sure sign there, and I respect that because that means you live fast.
Yeah. I always push the boundaries a little bit too much, and I think if I didn't, I think I'd probably still be able to do like more sports.
Yeah,
but now
you wouldn't have such good stories. I mean, do you know how much
yeah.
thrill you have on them? Man, it was one of those things. I was just like, oh, should I? But I was like, I don't have the control. Football field, it's like, oh yeah, I get hurt, but like on a motorcycle, I'm like, ooh, am I good enough for that? Probably not.
It's kind of like when I go on the boat, bro, and I'm blasting at 70 Ks and like fucking going out over the bar, and it's like real adventurous and thrilling and exciting because you're out there like doing it. Yeah,
I like that too.
Oh, did you do motocross?
Nah, so I was best mates with the bro James Anderson growing up. Yeah. And he turned into like a motocross athlete. He was sponsored by KTM, bro. I want to get him on a podcast episode. But he went and lived the dream in America. Yeah. But he's retired young because of his body, the state of it, and because he's been smashed.
Well, and skateboarding as well. It's like a terrible combination for your 20s.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I haven't skated in years, actually. I think it's probably been
because
like...
you're hurt. You just told me about 15, your knees.
No, not 15. Probably like 12 to 15 years it's been since I rode a skateboard recently, and I felt real like heavy, you know, like you used to be able to do kickflips, that sort of thing. You feel like light in the air. Now when I do it, I feel like I'm off the ground for like this.
Yeah, bro. I had to relearn the ollie. This was a few years ago, so I wouldn't even want to go back on and try again now. But a few years ago, I had to relearn how to ollie, and I didn't even feel safe doing that.
Yeah, no, I felt so out of balance and everything. I was like,
But then there's the bro that's local to Foxton. He goes on fucking handstands.
Yeah, he's mean.
Up
Hey,
and
that
down
guy's
the quarter
awesome.
pipes.
Yeah, that
we should
guy's
get him
awesome.
on here too. He just beat cancer, so he's a good.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
So,
crazy.
So shout out to him because I know he watches. So shout out to you, bro. If you're out there, we'll get you on and have a talk about your journey. But Alan, out of 10, where you at for this week and why?
This week has been terrible, so I'm gonna say 5. It's because I got my wisdom teeth out this week.
Oh,
So I lost a lot of wisdom, yeah.
Shit.
Both the upper teeth, you know, these cheeks, they ain't normally this puffy, but I got the wisdoms out this week because they were pushing back on my other teeth. I walked in the dentist, I was like, oh, I've got, you know, my wisdoms are pushing back. And so, you know, it was 4:45 and I was like, oh yeah, all good. Like it was on Monday. I was hurting me all last weekend. And I was like, okay, I'm going Monday. Going in, you know, hopefully they'll just fix it. Walked in, 4:45. I was like, you know, hopefully they'll just give me some pain meds or something. Sat down, they're like, oh, we're going to pull your wisdoms out. I was like,
I'm
not prepared.
I didn't prepare for this.
But that's probably the best way to do it.
Not ready.
Yeah.
I had meet the candidates throughout the week, and I was like,
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that would have hurt.
guess I'm not going to the Grey Power candidates meeting
Oh, shit.
because I was on some heavy drugs this week because it was sore.
Yeah,
if
I can imagine.
But at least
Personal drinks, hot rabbit,
Why do
run
we
rabbit.
always do that?
Well, lock.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Man, imagine being quiet on a podcast. Oh. But
Why'd you get hit?
Why do you always do that?
Because I watched it back last episode. I was like, that looked like I was going to hit him. So I just wanted to do it again so I could watch it back.
Oh.
yes, I sat down on the dentist chair. He's like, chicken. He's like, oh yeah, do you want the good news? I was like, yep. And he's like, I'll get it sorted for you. What's the bad news? I got to pull out your wisdom teeth.
But how many? 2.
2.
Oh.
But then the third one as well, the one that the wisdom teeth was pushing out on, got
Had to go.
jammed and
Go.
loosened.
It's gone.
And they had to go.
Ah.
So it's gone.
How do you find eating now?
Oh, but I've been hungry all week. I've been on the smoothies, the yogurt.
Ice cream?
No, not ice cream, but like milkshakes.
Oh,
Milkshakes.
me.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
milkshakes.
Yeah, but milkshakes. So I was like, drinking, but I was like hungry. I was like, man, I'm hungry. Like all I wanted all week. What did I want? I wanted a steak.
No, you can't
That's
chew it.
it,
though.
can't chew.
Go full gummy mode on it.
Bro, I was just like, bro, I'm so hungry. Like
Yeah.
throughout the week, I was just like, man, seeing people eat, and I'm just like, cool. Berry smoothie for lunch.
Cool story, bro.
Berry smoothie for lunch.
I have them every morning.
I'll tell you what, I love my smoothies, bro, and I love my tank.
Oh, I love Tank.
Tank, that's good, eh?
Tank's so good. They should sponsor the next one.
We feel that. We feel that.
That'd
Pull
be
some
cool.
strings, eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, out of 5, bro. 5 out of 10. That's a pretty
5
rough
out of
week.
10.
That's a
No,
rough week,
it was
but
good,
understandable.
I had a
Understandable.
good reason.
Yeah, good reason. Understandable. How about you, brother E? Where you at?
I'm pretty high again, I would say. I'd say probably still like an 8 or a 9. Had a good week. First week at my job. So it's been good.
Ooh.
So
And you're on call right now.
yes,
Just
I
in
got
case.
thrown in the deep end. So basically background, my main background is like commercial, residential, air conditioning and refrigeration, supermarkets, that sort of thing. And I've just taken a role at a agricultural business. So they do dairy farming.
Oh, cool.
So working on like dairy farm vets and that sort of thing. And so I got like 2 days in the business and I'm still learning the ropes. And then my manager or the business owner's son, he goes, oh, by the way, you're getting thrown in the deep end. I'm going to Bali for 10 days. So I was like, oh, sweet. Okay. So the weekend was good because I got no call outs, but still trying to map my way around, but it's good and the team's good. So
Think of the positive. This is like they speed up your role. They're like, we need him now.
yeah, no, they
You know?
did. They did.
Think
And-
about it like that. You're like, yeah, the positives are because he's going to Bali, we need you now.
Yeah,
You're straight in.
so it's been good. But we got quite a bit done in the house. Like I've said in the podcast before, we got a boy arriving in the next 7 weeks, I think it is. He's showing up. So been doing a bit of stuff around the house and that. So we're starting to feel quite settled. And I think they talk about that, what is it, like the nesting stage?
Yeah.
Before women have babies. Like I think we've all, but both of us have kind of been going through that nesting stage now where we're starting to organise the house and it's starting to feel real. Like he's going to be here soon. We're getting quite excited and we're starting to talk more about names and stuff like that. So
it's real. And it can happen at any time from this point. But remember, Warrior came 6 weeks early.
I know. That's what I said tonight.
I was all the way not ready for that.
Nah, that's what I said.
I was only just getting to that.
And that's why I said to you, we're going, because for those of you that don't know, we shot a music video. It's out now.
Welcome.
We're shooting the next music video tomorrow, which will be last Tuesday, but this one, it'll be 2 days after. We're going to Wanganui, so next... Sorry, I just confused you.
So today's yesterday.
Today's yesterday. So when this comes out, it'll be the Sunday. So 2 days after tonight that this comes out,
we're going to Wanganui.
Yes. And I'm fucking so worried that we're going to go to Wanganui. There's the rangatahi jar. Don't forget that, Trevor. I just said that. We're going to Wanganui. And I'm like terrified that we're going to be over there. And Chanel's going to be like, hey, my water just broke. I want to be like 150 Ks. No police, better watch this all the way back here.
We used to be at Maori Wards and we got off the ticket. We got off the ticket.
You could get off the ticket.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good reason.
I did it with Layla. We woke up at midnight. I think it was like 12:40 something. And Shania was going into labour and it was like real quick. And from the time that we left our old house, Avenue Road, and got to Mobile, her, what's the contractions or whatever it is?
Yep.
They were like real close together, like getting quite intense. She was like hanging off of the door rail and all that, or whatever the hand thing.
Yeah, Aroha nearly had a seizure, bro.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh, in the car?
Yeah, in the car, in the back seat.
Yeah.
And she started shaking and convulsing and shit.
Oh, that would have been scary.
Shit. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Or saying to mum and dad, like, fuck, like, what's this shit?
Nah, but that's like, yeah, so she was going through that. So I'm like speeding, like going down Tremaine at like 130 Ks an hour, going through trucks and shit, just flying. And then I was the same though. Like she didn't have that, but like she had blood. She was wearing her dressing gown. There was blood, and I was like, because we'd have miscarriages in the past. I was like, what's going on? I was freaking out.
Time
like,
to shine.
yeah, and it was like, what the hell? It happened so fast. It was crazy, but
it's crazy that the police technically justify that, and you said the wording yourself as a good reason to speed.
It's a medical emergency.
Yeah, but it's
why do you think they speed? Because they have to have a good excuse.
True.
They can't turn on those lights and they've got a good excuse. But if you've got a good excuse too, they'll probably even guide you to it. They'll probably even take you there themselves.
I need to get some police lights for the roof of the car.
Yeah, but then you get done for imitating.
No, it's a good reason.
True. Wonder how much you can get away with this.
I got a friend in the police. I might hit him up and be like, if I did that, would I get in trouble?
Hey, Shania's giving birth. Can I go rob this shop?
I got a good reason.
That moment where you get a police escort to your own ramrod, eh?
Fuck, that's a problem that we should probably actually touch on. We'll come back to that one.
You?
Oh, me? Yeah, I feel really good. Still coming off the back end of that ugly flu that the township and all the communities have had. Bro, did you have it?
Tough, yes.
Did you have it?
Bro, it was long though.
Bro,
it wasn't just a couple of days and you're good. It was a couple of days and you get out of bed, but I was sapped.
Yeah.
I was sapped. I'm a high energy person. And imagine like me rocking up and everyone being like, are you all right? I'm like, nah.
Yeah, bro, my face was hurting. Like, because it had like the sinus infection and like just blowing out yellow-green shit. Coughing. Bro, I just started.
The worst.
You couldn't uncough it, bro. It was just cough. You couldn't uncough it.
And
so that was.
What happens when you go to the doctor? Nothing.
They Google.
Would you like me to give you some paracetamol or some water and some sleep prescription?
Yeah,
that's about it. I'm like, dang, because it's not viral. It's like antibiotics won't help you.
Nah, and I had that. And then I had my new starters at work because my team's going through a transitional, 3 promoted. So I've just brought 3 in to train them, but also the front lines are short staff. So trying to do everything.
Yeah.
And I had this right in the middle of their first days and like, bro. And I had days where like the team, like 3 of the team called in sick. So there's just 2 of us.
But it's because it spreads.
It hits you hard.
It hits one, it hits the whole team.
It hit everybody in office, air conditioning
Same
units,
with
it
council,
circulates.
It hit everyone, but we still got to show up.
Yeah, it sucks, bro.
You got to clean your filters.
I started thinking, is this it? I started thinking like, do I just have this cough now?
No, but it's when you start getting a little bit faint after your like real bad coughing fit and you're like,
I'm gonna die.
I can't say it. Can't cross the back of my mind. I'm like,
Or like the breathing gets hard.
35, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
What
meanwhile, it's
age
just
is
a
it?
coffee.
What age is it though, eh? Like, because I've started to think that too when I get like, I'll do exercise and I'll struggle to recuperate. And I'm like, what the hell? Am I going to die now? And I'm thinking, what age is it that you suddenly think, oh, I could probably die now? You know, when you're young, you don't think that way.
Fun fact, it actually hits a little bit harder at night because you're like, oh, this might be it.
Yeah, I've had that.
I do it in the middle of the night.
Daytime, you're all good.
Yeah.
But at nighttime, you're like, this is it.
Yeah, like
This
all of a
is
sudden there's a weird pain in
in
the
your
chest, and
chest.
it's like, oh shit, I'm dying now.
I get that in the middle of the
guys.
night. Sometimes
Yeah,
I wake up
same.
from my sleep and I might wake up in like a hood, and then I'm like, oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. And then I have to get up and walk around the house or something.
just to make the recharge the ticker, eh?
So what is that?
Or I
then?
go on my phone and I'm scrolling, just trying to distract my brain so I can go back to sleep.
And it's
I
like
just
if
keep
you think
thinking
about it, it might happen again, eh? Bro, I've had that.
Because it's like, whoa, that was a bit funky. Ooh.
Yeah,
we're
but
old.
the thing is, you asked that question, what was it? Mine was my appendix rupturing, bro, because I can't stress enough, like one that was life-changing because my life, I nearly lost it. But I tried to shrug that off, 2 o'clock in the morning.
And you shrugged off the appendix.
It ruptured, bro, yeah. So 2 o'clock in the morning I woke, because I went to sleep that night and I thought my stomach had just a sick. Like I thought I needed to shit, but I couldn't. I thought I had to spew, but I couldn't. And so I went to sleep with a sore gut. And then 2 o'clock in the morning I woke up just pain, and like I was sweating and I breathing exercises, and I had to go outside and get some fresh air, and I started throwing up and shit. Like, and then my wife was like, I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, no, don't do that. Leave me alone. Like, fuck off. That's what I was going to say.
Question, how long can you have your appendix ruptured before you're like, okay, I'm in trouble?
That's when you're in trouble.
That's it.
That's it? I
yeah,
thought like you went back to sleep.
Depending on, I think it depends on how bad it spreads in your stomach.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it?
it's a spreading process, and that's like how the sepsis can
get sepsis,
infect you and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. But it wasn't until after the fact I started hearing all the horror stories. Like, my bro is like, oh yeah, my father-in-law lost his leg from his appendix rupturing or something. It's part of that sepsis in there.
or something,
Yeah, it's part of the sepsis.
No, but I've only ever heard like, oh, if it's go to the hospital.
As soon as you get any pain in your lower
Yeah.
right side of your abdomen, you're supposed to go in and get checked up.
Listen to this, everybody
100%.
out there. If you feel it and you're not sure about it, and don't do what I did.
Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Go get it checked out.
If you call Ethan and he says you should probably go to the hospital, bro, you should
I
listen
didn't
to
call
him.
you, did I?
You messaged me and told me about it, and I called you and I said you need to go to the hospital, bro.
What did I say?
You said, "Nah, I'll be all right, bro. I might go in a couple of days."
Yeah, and then I went, and the hospital staff were on strike, bro, because it was a Thursday, and I said I don't want to go to the hospital, get stuck in A&E for 12 hours. That was my problem. That's the medical system and what I've seen of
That's
it.
bad, eh?
I didn't want that.
We've got it rough here.
So I didn't want to go through that. I wasn't going to go. I said, fuck it. I'd rather stay in my bed in pain for 12 hours than sit in the hospital room. And I'll go when I'm ready, when it's not going to be busy because it's the weekend right now kind of vibe. But I think it was a Monday night. And I did try to put it off, hoping it'll get
But you
better.
got to remember, it's triage. That's the best part about A&E. If you're bad, we got you.
I kind of learned that. But at the same time, like I got it officialized. That's what I did. I went to the doctors. They're like, we'll blood test you and get you an ultrasound.
Yeah.
And the blood test results came back that same day and the ultrasound. And they're like, you need to go straight from here to the hospital. And I said, but I've got late lunch plans. Like, can I? They're like, you can't eat. You got to go for surgery.
gotta go.
And I was like, what? And so I got there, and then it was the hospital staff were on strike. So then I had to wait till the next day. And I was supposed to be first thing in the morning, but it went in the afternoon. And then it ended up being like a 4-hour surgery.
Yeah.
Because they had to like move all my shit around and get the pus and all that out. And then they had to fix up my hernia. A hernia, because I had a hernia. So they put the netting in there.
Because of the appendix.
No, that was separate. I did that at the gym.
Oh, so-
but they at the same time.
you're getting
fixed
it all done.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Because they had to go through where the hernia was with the incision. Because they did 3. So one of them was there.
Why did you have the hernia, and could you not get it looked after?
I did bench pressing. I tried to do my 1 rep max. It was 113
Okay.
and a half.
That's
113 and a half.
That's a good lift, mate.
And I pulled it off. And
Did you feel it happen?
No. Oh, so what it was, and that's another thing, talking about out of the ordinary and what you're feeling and that. So in that one, I didn't feel it in the moment. Like I felt like quite, like I think fatigued.
Yep.
But then it was that night, I remember I was sitting on the toilet, it's like, fuck, I've got a sore gut, and I was trying to take a shit, and I was like, this isn't it. And then I had dinner, and I thought maybe I ate too much dinner because I had like seconds.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I ate too much.
Good.
And then I had a beer, like at some point at the night, I thought maybe the beer didn't mix well with my dinner. Like I was like, what's wrong with my gut? Or just not putting like
you,
a
didn't
medical.
you didn't help yourself, eh? You're like seconds, the beer.
Yeah. So I just carried on as I would. And then the next day I ended up going to the doctors and they said that I had a hernia. And so they gave me the option of wearing a pregnancy belt for 6 months or getting the surgery, which would put a netting in it.
And you picked the non-surgical
I picked none. I just didn't. I was just like, fuck it, I'll deal with it.
This guy.
And then eventually when I went in for that surgery, they had to go in there. So they're like, we'll fix that at the same time because it's in the way. So that worked out. But
I have a question. You know how you went into the hospital for the appendix thing and they're on strike?
Yeah.
What happens in the scenario if someone goes in there emergency?
There is emergency. There's like skeleton stuff.
But is that not an emergency?
No, so they weren't at the awareness of it had ruptured. They thought it was appendicitis because the ultrasound showed the fluid around it, not realizing that it was the fluid from the bursting. So when I initially went in for surgery, they prepped me for surgery and said, you'll be back in an hour. We'll get the appendix in and out and fix it up. But then when they got in there, they're like, oh shit, like we fucked up. And then they were in there for 4 hours and it was a bit of a mission on the other end for the recovery. It was brutal. It was ugly. But you also said a question in what you were saying about when do you feel old? And I was at peak fitness again in the gym before my appendix ruptured. I was at I felt so good. And so I'm getting ready to get back there, bro. I just had to kick this flu, and now that's next step on my agenda. And so we're talking some behind the scenes stuff about some connections to make some gym and fitness content space come out. So
I've just started back at the gym actually.
I know.
I started this new job.
Am I the oldest here?
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. So you feel old when you get lazy.
Yeah.
I actually feel younger now than I say pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Because I got a bit lazy.
I did too. Before I met Dylan, I got lazy.
Got to bury myself in work and
I
ate good. I'm a chef. I ate good. So but if I didn't work out, I felt old. Like after footy season, I feel good.
I love that.
Like you're only as old as the work you put in. And when I put in a good football season training, putting in work, bit of gym work, ate good. Bro, I feel young.
Yeah, I find the eating too. I was, I think at peak I was 97 kilos, and just tidying my diet. I haven't been gymming that much the last year, but I do it here and there. I'll go for a stage of doing it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll be too busy and I can't be bothered. And I'll make excuses, anyways. But
excuses or results?
Yeah,
you can't have both.
Exactly. So I keep making excuses, and then it came to the last sort of 6 months, I was like, I'm going to start eating real well. So I've started eating pretty good, and I don't drink, and I don't really drink sugary shit. I mean, Trev just bought me that juice, which is quite a treat because I normally just drink water.
Yep.
But I quite like
flavored water.
I don't even drink flavored water.
MyZone.
I've been
so
on the
good.
MyZone buzz,
That's
bro.
the one, bro. It's so good. It's a good compromise because it's I don't want to be pure, just purely water. I like a bit of a little bit of spice at least.
I like it. That's my thought process.
Well, you like
my
spice.
Thought process.
You like spice.
Yeah, I like spices.
It's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then basically I was at 96, 97. Now I'm 83. And starting the gym again. So I'm thinking it's probably going to pick back up to 85, but I'm feeling way fitter and healthier, in general, just from eating good.
I don't think it's all weight too, though. Sometimes it was the muscle. When I was 80, I was probably slower, but now I'm back about 83, but I've bulked up a little bit in terms of muscle. I actually feel better that way. It just depends on not rather than weight. It's just what are you in terms of mass?
Yeah.
What your BMI?
How do you feel as well? And you look good, feel good.
What's the energy? It's the energy aspect.
How do you do your BMI?
You just
I'm going to have to look that up.
I did it at, we had a gym thing. There was one at 24/7 Fitness, and they give you I think it was $40 and they just give you a whole body scan.
Oh, true.
That's cool. I need to do that.
I just asked Hayden, who owns the gym at is it Shapeshifters now? Behind bars on Living.
And
so I asked the Hayden.
They've got those things that can just do your whole body.
Are they called calipers? Can't you do that as a BMI test as well, where they clip something on you? I think you can read your BMI from there.
I don't know.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But we'll leave it to the gym experts, but they can just do it all for you. And you can get it scanned and you're like, cool. And then they tell you, what do you need to work on?
Yeah,
they'll probably do mine and be like, you are nearly obese.
I think I got to about
pre-diabetes.
Bro, I think I got to about 11% I'd say,
Oh,
between
wow.
11 and 12%.
That's good.
Before around the Rarotonga trip.
Yeah.
Like when I look back at where I was up to with my gymming and how I was feeling and looking at the photos in there, I was like, fuck, I think I was about a 12%.
12%
and that's
is
probably the best I've
good.
ever been. And so like as an adult, now at this age, when I was in there gymming, I got to that peak again.
Yeah.
I felt better than I ever have. And that's after all my injuries, bro, because I've learned how to be smarter. Because I've ruptured my pec in the gym. I've herniated my stomach in the gym.
You've got up to some injuries,
bro.
hey?
I've got some injuries in there.
I do ankles, my knees sometimes.
Knees
I do
and
my
ankles
knees.
and me too.
But
I've got
it's
a bad back.
pelvic, like, because I hit with a racket and I spin. And so you do like a lot of those injuries, but it's about how you like recover. And so like ice baths, spa, sauna, steam room.
Ice baths are cold.
Stretching, eating healthy, bro. So like I done my back and did 6 months rehab, and as a part of that, we did anti-inflammatory dieting, and so that was like eating avocados and nuts. And I learned how to eat better. So we only do brown rice at home now and
brown rice
multigrain
is
breads,
good.
and I like for lunch every day at the office, 2 minute hot feed.
Yeah.
You can go get a can of tuna or can of chicken, and you put a brown rice cup.
Oh, cool.
And
Easy.
then you heat that up, and then you just add baby spinach, avocado, and cashew nuts to it,
Cool.
and you got a whole ass lunch for
But
2
that
minutes.
actually sounds yum too.
Yeah, and it's healthy, bro.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do every day.
Yeah.
I live off that every
Eat
day.
good, and then also yoga.
Yoga. I've been wanting to do yoga. I've been thinking about it.
Yep. So Gym Junkie
that sounds-
does my yoga classes down in Levin, and bro,
I don't know if I'd do it in a classroom environment. I might do it in front of the TV.
Imagine that.
I'll do it on the Oculus, bro.
But you can do it at home.
Fitness apps
You
on
can
there.
do it at home.
Yeah, on
But
Oculus.
like,
Should we do it on Oculus
yeah,
together?
should we do yoga together on Oculus?
And vlog it.
you'll actually do what the crazy thing
Someone
is.
have to video us.
It's about the breathing, and then like at one point, my big toe touched my head.
Oh shit, that's some shit.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh
That's-
my gosh, like this just happened, and I'm like, I can't take a photo right now because my toe's touching my head. But I was like, this is yoga. Like I could never do that without all the breathing and all like the down dogs and all that before it.
You yogaed, my bro.
But like at the end of it, I was like, my toe is touching my head.
So what did you do? What did you do with that information?
Oh,
Tell everyone? I would too.
I'm
Bragging rights.
telling you on a podcast now. I'm like,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
injury prevention. It's like, whoa,
Yoga.
what happens if you bend yourself? Whoa, I bend that in yoga.
Yeah, flexibility.
Flexibility.
Karate was like that. We used to have to stand
Yeah.
there up against the wall and get our legs lifted, and
Yes.
they just push it up.
Yes.
And that's just like disciplinary.
But that is though. You're
Like
actually like
stretching.
you're stretching your muscles, and that's literally what yoga is. It's like stretching your muscles. And karate, oh man, that would have been cool.
yeah, it was.
Getting-
it was
imagine
until the
getting your
sensei
leg that
kicks
high.
Your sensei kicks your leg out from
Yep.
under you because you are squealing about it. It was pretty handy, and I think a lot of the rules have changed in karate over the years. Obviously, as you know,
bit more
society's
PC.
changed.
Oh.
But yeah, I think out of 10, I'm at an 8. I think I need to summarize.
Shit, that was long.
Yeah, Welcome is out now, so that's another big reason why I'm feeling good. The music video dropped. We touched on that, but yeah, I was happy as with the final product. Bro.
It was
I
good.
produced it, I mixed it, and directed it, and then the bro brought the visions to visuals with jumping behind the camera and making what I've kind of scripted out a reality for me. And yeah, it's been awesome.
I'm
And
excited for the next one.
we're shooting another music video. Yesterday's today, tomorrow, on Saturday, Tuesday. No, we're shooting another music video tomorrow. And we're shooting another section or part 4 at the second part to it next week, Tuesday, up in Wanganui.
cool.
The bro Joshy E's on it.
Joshy E.
So I'm
Bro,
looking
he's
forward. I'm
good.
looking forward to bringing this
Bro,
one.
Such a good one.
Yeah, bro.
I love
This
when
song's
he did
massive.
that one.
This song's massive. This one's neat. This one's
Yeah, this
really
is a good
good.
song.
And we're gonna make sure the visuals capture what the song's about. So we're about to go step in and do it all over again, rinse and repeat, because we're staying busy the next month, every month for 8 months is
But
the
that's
album
good though,
rolling out.
because it's like it keeps your audience captivated. You're already bringing fresh material, and like it just like keeps them like watching the videos, watching the content.
Yeah, we
getting
call it
into music.
the podcast and
Triple threat.
podcast, apparel, the music.
Yep.
Is constant, consistent content.
Yes, triple threat, man. It works, and especially when you're getting your apparel out, it looks cool too.
Thank you, bro. You'll have to go
Like,
after pay
I'm
yourself.
loving that.
It's good, eh? I
That
do
looks
too.
good. Yeah, there's some of the fresh
No,
prints.
just I'm seeing the bro wearing it, and I'm like, I'm loving that.
Shout out to Care Design, because I actually rocked up. I had a 5th birthday I had to attend over the weekend. So I got to take Warrior to the Cloud9, bro. Choke slam him in the pit.
But
Power
how
bomb him
cool
into
is-
the pit.
How cool is Cloud9?
Yeah, it's cool.
Chuck on your grip socks and bro, I go to that dodgeball area and just let it rip.
Yeah, bro, it's a good space. Hey, do we just stop for a moment? We've got the Foxton Fire Brigade siren going off. This happens every Monday night. They're dedicating their night to their practice at this time. That's what they're up to. It's their Monday nightly routinely practice. So shout out to the Foxton Fire Brigade. Thank you guys so much for what you do.
Shout outs.
And we'll swing back around because we got some questions for you, Alan. Before we jump into that, we do have to ask our DJ, Cuzzy DJ TJ on the ones and twos behind the scenes running the things. How are you, bro? We've got some massive news from you from the ones following last week's episode. They heard you had some rehearsals going on. So where you at with those?
Okay, so like last Monday, I told everyone that I was in hairspray, but I never told no one what my role was.
Yes, you did. You said, I'm going to get the main character.
I said I'm going to get the main character, and guess what? I got the main character, so that's manifesting.
Manifested.
But that's also being confident because I know what I can do and what I can't do. Funny thing about theatre, I know Alan because of theatre.
Awesome.
And his role in theatre was a trans guy, was it? Trans guy or trans lady?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I was a trans guy because I could go into the ladies.
Yeah, that's right. He was a trans guy in the show, and he had to wear a wig.
We talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah,
recently.
It was I got to wear I was blonde. I got to be blonde for a day. It was awesome.
Oh, did you take any selfies?
Did I get selfies? How many?
Hey, here we go.
But yeah,
Cuzzy DJ seen you in the flesh.
Yeah.
Rocking it.
And also I'm trying to convert Ethan over to the theatre because we need more white guys in our show.
There you go, that's you.
I know, he said that to me before we started, and I said I would as a joke, and now he's holding me to it.
Do you know what I love, Trev? Like, as I was coming into the podcast, Margaret Sanson messaged me.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy. She's probably wanting you to join.
She messaged me, "Hi, Alan. Was just wondering if you would possibly be interested in hairspray."
There we go. Not just podcast buddies.
Magic words. I was like, hey, if we get Dilz, this is the Holy Trinity and plus one. Oh, the Musketeers.
Hey, we just ran through theatre, bro. So this album that we're rolling out, this was the first song off it.
Well, look what you do. You already do it in your music videos.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And it's just doing it in a live. So we've got a 3-dimensional show. Our album, we turned the story of the album into a theatrical production, bro. So there's a narrative layer to it, which is the talking about the music. And then there's the performance aspect, which we're performing some of the music. And then there's the dramatized, the theatrical, where you're actually flashing back to the studio sessions where it was created and on a set, bro, and you know, interacting and that. And so it's a 3-dimensional production, that our album that we've turned it into.
Absolutely.
And we just did that in Palmy, 3 shows, bro. It was a Friday night, Saturday day, and then Saturday night. So shout out to New Stage Productions for bringing us into your space and allowing us your time and efforts, because we had a lighting team and a mic sound crew, and we had a stage crew, and like we put on a whole theatre piece, bro, and it was really awesome.
Oh, look, every music video tells a story, and that's what I love about yours. You're here to tell a story.
I appreciate that, because I put a lot of efforts into my music videos. I know you do,
because I watched.
Thank you.
Look, and what I love, I know when it like pops fresh, because I get a message from Dilz, and I'm like, yo,
because you follow
it's
it,
freshly popped. I'm like,
oh, I appreciate that. Like years.
No, but it's
years
because you seek feedback, and that's what I love. Because I'm the same. Like, you seek feedback because not only do I want to be good, but I want to improve. Tell me what's next.
Yeah, bro. And I'm so open to feedback. It's like I listen to whatever's like everyone else is saying, but then I'm also like my harshest critique. Yeah, you know, I'm my own worst enemy at it. Yeah, I pick apart everything.
It's never perfect, and the second you think it's perfect, that's when you stopped improving.
Yeah,
never allow yourself to be perfect.
I felt like with this podcast, we've been able to, in unison, kind of go like, this is what we're doing wrong on the podcast, and this is what the cameras are doing wrong, and this is what the audio is doing wrong, and this is what the lighting's doing wrong, and just each episode we're kind of gradually piecing it together.
I was gonna say, we keep thinking, yo, this episode, this looks perfect, this is going to be perfect. Then we watch it back and we're like, let's change
do this.
That. Let's do this.
Or we could do that better.
Yeah.
And now look at us though. Like this quality that we're at, this is almost like when like Frieza hit his final form.
Fraser had his final form.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's like this podcast right now, bro.
I
And
don't
we're only
know.
just getting
I don't
started.
know. I reckon Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time. You know, when he made you work for it, and then he's like,
bro, I used to love the Dragon Ball Z games, bro.
you
You're a fan?
you know, I've still got it.
You still got it?
Yeah.
What, the series?
No,
Or the
like,
game?
The games, because I
Yeah.
got one of those ones from Thailand, and you can just stick it in your TV, and you can just play the OG.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like 10,000
Everything,
games in one.
yeah.
And I'm like, I can play the OG Dragon Ball.
Is that what you're jamming?
I can.
What else do you play?
I'm playing Crash Bandicoot right
Bro,
now, to be honest.
I'm playing Spyro.
I
We're
love
trying
it.
to-
I'm
we're
like,
trying to
don't
clock-
get me wrong, I love the old school games.
Yeah.
I'm like, bring me back.
Yeah, no, Crash Bandicoot, bro. We've jammed that clock,
Yep.
the first one to 100%.
100%.
Every jam, every
Oh.
box, every achievement.
Yep.
So that was a neat little achievement within our household. But Cuzzy DJ, where are you at out of 10 in total?
I was just about to say, we keep on wandering away from it.
Today I'm feeling like a 10 actually.
Oh.
Because so I was the only one who showed up to work today because my foreman, he's on a 1 week holiday. My female co-worker, she hurt her socket in footy. And then my other co-worker, he pulled in sick today. So it was just me, and we were meant to start a re-roof. And I had 2 other companies helping me out today. But then we ripped off the whole roof, put underlay paper on the whole roof, and then it was about 1 o'clock. And then 3 more roofing companies seen that we're struggling, and they came in and helped us, and we basically smashed out all of that roof today. So that's what
cool.
made my mood
That's pretty cool.
real happy.
That's
Oh, good
awesome.
counts.
That's like it's a cool thing in the trade industry, Is like every single trade is so small. Like I have relationships with almost every single business in Palmy. Like I know at least 1 or 2 people from every single business, and if I needed to, I could be like, hey, I really need a hand on this job. Like this new job I've just taken, there's a fridge company that's right across the road. I actually got a job offer from them as well. But in the job offer, he's like, just so you know, if you decide to take the job across the road, we're still always here. Come over and have a beer. If you need a hand with anything, just let me know. Like stuff like that. I'm like, that's so cool. Like
That's cool,
The
like,
industries are
community
like that.
relationship.
Yeah.
But that's
Definitely.
good though. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
If you don't know it, he does.
Yeah, exactly.
He does.
Yeah.
And that's why your knowledge will just constantly grow, because
Mm.
you're like, I've got this much years experience here on this topic and this much years, and I'm going to contribute as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So should we dive into learning about you?
Whatever you want, let's go.
Yeah.
Cool, go.
I was going to say we forgot the hot topic.
Hot topic.
Do we
let's go.
need it? We've just done a whole lot of random hot
No.
topics.
Give us a quick rapid fire hot topic, Cuzzy DJ TJ, just to kick us off, and then we'll ask Alan who he is, what he's about, what he's here to fix, and what we can do better.
Okay. The hot topic for today is idols and why.
Idols and wine. Nice. That's nice and easy. I'll kick us off. Eminem, because he's just the epitome of what the GOAT is in the industry that I try to achieve in. Scribe. Vodafone Select Live, watching C4.
Oh,
We can't stop now. New Zealand hip hop, stand the fuck up. Watching that, and I was just like, holy shit, we can do it in our country as well.
Scribe.
So he just dropped his final album. He's retiring now. The album's called Scribe is Dead, and it's his last piece of music for his fan base. And that's, you know, I consider myself one of those because I am where I am. And I got to tour with him, bro, and that was massive. And in that tour, I got to ask permission to perform Dreaming, and that was massive.
Dreaming was my favorite,
Yeah,
bro.
and that's inspired
That-
me. So I'd say Scribe is an idol, Eminem is an idol, and I don't know. I'm gonna say my dad. Like this sounds cliche, I
No,
think, but
love it.
fuck, like if I can be who he is at his age, then I'll be a happy person. I think. Yeah. What about you, brother E?
I don't really have any celebrity idols personally.
Mm.
I think they're talented, but I don't really class them as idols. I would say probably my granddad and my uncle, just because of how much of massive figures in my life they were, and just like to see the men that they are for our family, just the same as your dad. I think they have had massive impacts, I think, in that I want to be, well, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting there, you know, from who I was before. So what me and Angus actually speak about, we go to the gym, we get coffees, we go and we sit down and reflect and talk about life and that sort of thing. And we sit there talking about how we were who we were in the past life. And everybody that watches this probably doesn't know who I was before this. You know, I'm not who I used to be. And I didn't used to be a good person. Not that I was a poor person, but and I think what more inspires me to be better is seeing how they grow and how good they are and how good for the family they are and whatnot. And they just loved me my whole life. So yeah, I think that my uncle and my granddad are my idols.
I think we've all had a little bit of a naughty period in our lives. I think most people probably have, like you can't put yourself in too much of a box and, you know, allow that to mold who you think you are when that was just who you were for a moment in time.
Yeah, I think it was more, I see now how it affected my family, which is why it hurts. Like, it hurts me to think. I'm going to get bloody emotional talking about it.
That's it, breaking the stigma,
I don't really
bro.
want
Just
to.
talk about
I don't
things.
want to, but yeah, no, I think it was just back then, I didn't really see the decisions that I was making as negatives. I saw me just being a kid. But now that I'm older, I can see that I was being a fucking idiot, to be honest. And they would say, like, I could see the way that from when I was young to when I was going through those stages, like how my granddad would be with me. Like, we were so tight when I was young, and then I went through that stage and we weren't close anymore. And now I'm older, we're actually forming that bond again. And I feel super, super close with him. And I think, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's helping me change as well as being a parent. It's a massive thing. But yeah, I think just having them, no matter what I've been through or put them through or any of that, they've always been there for me and they've always stood by my side. And I think just that just shows me like really good character, and I want to be like that as well. Even if my kids do dumb shit, I want to be able to not, you know, I wouldn't abandon them either, you know, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm rambling, but yeah.
You're not rambling, bro. You're talking. And it's the
Yeah.
space that you can talk. And that's your opportunity to have your piece. And that is a great message, bro. And I think it's open and real and raw. So that's important. And I've got similar thing. You know, I went through my period where I was getting in trouble with the police, getting arrested, fucking
Me too.
getting either in fights with gang members or partying with the gang members, you know, doing drugs, you know, living that teenage reckless period, I guess, you know, on the back end of college and not really knowing what I was doing and where I was going, just feeling lost and just getting on the piss every weekend and looking for fights, bro. Like, I used to be a bit of a naughty cunt. And we've got similar past stories. We can sit there and say things, bro, and you've got a similar story to match, and it's funny. But then I think, you know, both of us have kind of come full circle, and I think that's quite cool and important that you've just highlighted that. So yeah, I'll definitely say idols, role models is another word for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Brother Alan, who's your idols?
Cool. Just before we get to that, I love the fact that you've like learned from your mistakes. I think it's important that we make mistakes. I had a need for speed. That was my teenager. Like, I loved speed, and I was bad for it. And I was in a group that we all loved speed, and we didn't stop until one of us got it caught and impounded, and then we're like,
oh, you're talking about cars.
yeah.
You're talking about
drug.
Me too.
I know what you're talking about.
I was like,
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I was just like,
Yeah,
it's just
okay.
like we all had our vices, you know? If we didn't, we would never learn. And also, we could come out better for it. I love the react that like we fucked up a little when we were young, because if we didn't, we would never grow. And we were like, oh, how will I know what's good or bad?
Yeah.
Also makes for good stories for your grandkids later on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We've
I
got
was-
a few of those.
I was going to say that same thing that me and Angus were speaking about was you have to allow, like, as a parent, you have to allow your kids to make the mistakes so that they are able to learn by themselves. Otherwise, they won't. But then also let them know before they make the mistake that they shouldn't do it. But if they want to learn that way, then they should. So then they can come back to you and be like, oh, thank you for telling me. I'm sorry, I didn't listen.
Well,
So then they start to listen to you a bit more, but then also they're learning themselves.
I think give them advice, but also be their fallback, because allow them to make mistakes. We all do it, and I still do it. You know, if we don't make mistakes, how will we grow? You know, you said, oh, last week's podcast was perfect. And then we found little flaws. Same thing. It's like everything's perfect at the time. And it was perfect at the time. But now you're like, we're going to grow even more.
Reflection. Reflection's so important.
Reflection is so
That's-
important.
yeah.
And I love when you're like, these guys looked out, my grandparents looked out for me because that was so important. They were there for you no matter how you fucked up. Because they knew that your blood will always look out for you.
Yeah.
And also, they probably did way worse shit.
Yeah, they've got their own
I'm
stories.
just saying, yeah, that stuff
I don't
that was
even know
illegal,
though,
the stuff that was legal back in the day, that's not legal now.
Even the
They're the reason that became illegal.
Yeah,
I need to talk to them about that, because I feel like, not like knowing my grandparents, to me, like in my eyes, they're saints like that. I
But there
can't
might be a
see that they
reason.
might have done that
Because-
stuff.
'cause
My
they
mum,
loved
other
it.
hand,
They
like I
loved
know for a fact that my mum's gone pretty much down the same paths that I did.
Yeah.
But like my grandparents, it's so hard to think that they might have done something because they don't act that way. They've never really intrigued me to think that they would have been that way. So I'm actually gonna,
But then you gotta
I'm gonna
remember,
talk to them.
why-
Nan, if you're watching this, I'm gonna be giving you a call.
Why are you
after.
so
We should get
understanding?
your granddad on the podcast.
You know?
We should.
We got mine.
Be like, Granddad, why are you so understanding? And he's like, oh, you've done nothing.
And when you're
compared to
asking
me.
it, he'll be sitting there.
You've
No,
done
'cause he-
nothing compared to me.
Because like with him, like he was in the army from a young age. He went to Vietnam, like all that stuff. So he was quite. I don't just. I find it so hard to think like that he put himself into that. He didn't get called in. He put himself into that space to go. You know, he went to the army to go to war, and for me, for him to think that way, shows me one courage, massive courage,
100%.
but also like why would he either he was making mistakes and he put himself like he went there to make himself better or he went there because he was on the right path and he knew what he wanted to do and he wasn't making mistakes. So that's what I mean. But I've never spoken to him about it because first of all, I never really spoke to him about the war and the army and stuff because you'd never know what's the right and wrong question to ask.
It just makes me want to have a podcast with them, bro. So Nana Ethan, if you're watching this, Nana Ethan,
We're looking for you.
if
You're
Grandy's
next.
not watching this and you're watching this solo as you do because you're our biggest fan and we appreciate you, Nana Ethan, can you please let Grandy know that we're going to line up a podcast episode? You guys can come stay for a couple of nights or something and we'll get him in here. That'd be awesome, bro.
That
I'd love to
sounds
see
good.
that. Let's do it.
Maybe we'll line it up for when Boy comes.
Yep.
Because they'll probably be up for a week or two when that happens.
Yep,
So.
we'll make that happen. So making a statement, viewers, if you want to see us at some stage bring Grandy on, then that's us. We'll get that happening and stay tuned.
All right, we'll get back to idols, celebrity
yeah.
idols. For me, I'm a big tennis man, so Novak Djokovic, the GOAT.
Right, yeah, I know.
The man
Novak.
himself, just for the story, war-torn, came from, absolute battle. Parents gave up everything so he could pursue his tennis career. Had to battle Federer, Nadal. He was number 3 in the world. Battled 2 of the GOATs and became the GOAT himself.
That's awesome.
That's that for me. That's the story of like how did he do it? You had 2 giants of the game in Federer and Nadal, and you were just that number 3 guy, the guy in the way. And then they tried to swat you, and you're like, nah, I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, that's sick.
But for me, that was perseverance. Another one would be Mum. Mum, she all her life worked there as a market gardener. She grinded every day, 7 days a week. Showed you work ethic. You think you're working hard? Rain or shine, raincoat on, out on the farm, off she goes. Beetroot, cabbages, broccoli, did it all. That's that grit. Can't buy that. That comes with time. That comes trained. And I think they'll be big too. Idols that worked hard and found a way.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Well,
That's
shout
a
out,
cool message
shout out
too.
to your mum.
Yeah.
That's really neat, bro. And so you now live in community. You work with the district council.
Yeah, I
Whanawha
worked with
District
your
Council.
previous guest, Justin Tamihana.
Exactly.
Councillor Tamihana.
So shout out, and check out that
Hopefully you're watching
episode.
this episode too, because I watched yours.
You like that? You got to keep up.
Who's calling you out?
Yeah. So with that, we've got elections right now,
Yes.
and that's the community deciding who they want to see
Yeah,
re-elect
that's it.
into that
This
council
is,
space.
This is the big time election for local government.
Yeah.
I love it because being involved in it, I mean, it affects all of us in terms of, our roads, our water, infrastructure, how we foresee our towns to be, how it's equipped, what type of businesses you got to enable certain businesses to come to your district, give the ability to come. Population growth, our population is booming in our district. It's gonna potentially double in the next 20 years. And that's crazy. And then we've got the O2 and L, Otiki north of Levin. We're closer to Wellington than ever. And so, it's going straight down, from Wellington. First stop will be Foxton. Foxton's going to boom. It's going to be huge for our district. I mean, look, we're already talking about Cloud 9, but we'll be blinking, we'll be in Wellington. It's so much faster with Transmission Gully.
110.
Yeah, 110.
Unless you've got a baby on the way.
Unless you've got a baby in the way. Yeah, then when you get a police escort, that's as fast as you can go.
No, I'm just going to get police lights.
Timu, bro, Timu, they got you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Timu.
Yeah, and I was talking to another one of my councillors, Deputy Mayor Alan. He wants to be on here. So
Yeah, I've talked to him. I've talked to him. He's coming. He's coming.
He was like, I was like, you're going on Dilz. I was like, yeah, I'm going on Dilz. He's like, I'm going on too.
Yeah.
I was like,
this is
Deputy
the place
Mayor
to
Alan.
be.
I was like, yeah.
Yep, we're bringing him. Bro, he was my English teacher.
He's the longest serving councillor at Horowhenua District Council. He's the most experienced, and I talk to him a lot because he's got so much wisdom to give you. Because he's been there, done that through how many mayors, how many CEOs.
He's OG status.
Do you reckon he still has his wisdom teeth?
Nah,
No, well, how does he have so
wise.
much wisdom then?
because he grinded.
Oh.
He's been there so long that like.
OG.
If you've ever walked the walls of council, you can go back past and see all the photos, and everyone has David Allen, but like everyone's a different council, but he keeps coming back and he comes back stronger, and now he's deputy mayor.
And next week he'll be on here maybe.
Well, that's it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be on Dilz, Alan. I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
Is he going for mayor?
No, he
Re-election into the council.
So how it works is you can run for mayor, but we will run for councillor, and then the mayor picks the deputy.
Right.
So that's how it works, and then the councillors agree with it, and then
Right. So he just runs for the same role as you?
no, he's running for Foxton, which is
Okay.
yeah,
Different ward.
different ward.
Right.
But that's because he lives here.
See, I'm
This
learning.
is his represent. Yeah. So we've got like Shannon or Miranui, and then you got Waipahu, which is the outskirts of all the areas, and then you got the Maori Wards as well.
Which they're looking to remove.
They're looking to remove.
Why?
So this is a referendum
Why?
because ACT Party and David Seymour don't like
Fuck
the
David
Maori
Seymour.
Wards. Yeah.
Fuck David
Yes,
Seymour.
fuck
David Seymour.
There you got $1 in the jar right there, my G. Was it worth it?
Fuck.
Cunt.
He does not like anything
Get
like
him on the
Maori, eh?
podcast.
Have you noticed that? He doesn't like anything in terms of that direction, and so he's trying to get rid of it. And what I love is my council is all supportive of Maori Wards, and so it's always good to know that like the likes of Councillor Tamihana and Deputy Mayor Allen have voted for Maori Wards, like myself have voted for Maori Wards to keep it, and that's why we're having the referendum. While other districts, if they didn't want Maori Wards, they would have already removed it, and then they wouldn't be needing this referendum. But we were like, there's a lot of need. Like our two Maori Ward councillors, and Councillor Tamihana and Councillor Hori Depart, have been invaluable for me in terms of the feedback and how they work with the iwis together.
Yep.
And you get a lot of feedback. You get so much knowledge.
So why are they looking to remove them? Is it
Not
literally
me, not us.
No.
Not
But
us.
just in
It's-
general,
this is government.
have they disclosed the reasoning though? Like, what do the Maori Wards do? What is it that you would say is their job?
They
like their title?
represent. Oh well, they help us with like our treaty obligations. You know, this is part of our constitution. It's our oldest founding document.
So they couldn't remove the treaty, and now they're trying
So
to
now
remove
they're
the
trying to
ones
do
that
the
please
next
keep
thing.
the treaty.
They're trying to remove parts of what the treaty enables, which is representation of our Indigenous people. You know,
It's not right, eh?
No, but it's simple things, right? You know, it's like, hey, you know, we're getting underrepresentation of our Indigenous people in politics, but we're also getting overrepresentation of our Indigenous people in all the wrong areas because they've been pushed into a corner. What happens if you get pushed in a corner? You're gonna fight back, right?
You're
They
gonna do a
put baby
haka
in the corner.
Yeah, nobody puts baby in the corner, and so that's what happens. You've put your Indigenous people in a bad situation, they're going to get bad outcomes.
Yeah,
And so you've got to enable them to actually flourish, and when they flourish, we all flourish.
with current politics, current council, they are really looking at economic growth and international desire and attraction, right? And
in terms of council-wise, I don't think we're
no,
really...
like the government, national.
Government. Okay, national government, yeah.
Yeah, so the national government are very much focused on international market and I guess the business aspect of economy.
I think they should focus on the economy, because the economy is not doing really good into the hospital areas right now.
No, all the medical areas, like we just said.
Yeah, medical, teachers are on strike. Teachers on strike. I saw the teachers on strike. The nurses not they're underpaid. I mean, I get why a lot of these professions, even police officers, are going to Aussie, because they actually get paid properly over there. And
they're making it so easy to get in now.
As you should. Why shouldn't we be making it easy? We should be making it easy too. It's core roles on what happens if Dilz doesn't want to wait 12 hours for appendicitis. If he got to see a nurse, he would have never had that problem. Simple things that would have helped your community, but without the core services.
Well, like I said, the day I went in, they were on strike.
Yeah.
The doctors were on strike.
That's what I mean. It's like, and also, but you also had the mentality, I'm going to wait 12 hours.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go through the process.
Imagine that.
The
like,
system.
Because of bad healthcare, all of a sudden, you're like, I don't need to look after myself. When it's like, oh, actually, if I go in, they're going to be like proactive and diagnose me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you wanted.
Even like you said at the start, you go to the doctors and they just Google and give you some paracetamol. That's the process can be quite tedious in the system.
Also, I understood that it was something that the antibiotics couldn't help.
Yes. But the system is very flawed in many ways. What difference are you looking to make?
In terms of healthcare?
In terms of, in general?
Oh, I think just basically ensuring that I personally will just continue to do what I am good at, which is being available to the public. I think I'm always one of the most approachable ones. I'm always out. I'm either out on the sports field, out in the supermarkets, out in the public. I make sure I'm accessible. I'm communicatable through socials, Instagram, TikTok, heck, even Snapchat. You know, I like to be accessible. Also, I like to find ways for people to get their problems solved. So we've got like an app called Antenno now. So if you ever have like footpath problems, you have an issue that the council can fix in terms of like, oh, the nets are down, or the netball nets are down, stuff like that. We've got an app for that. It's called Antenno, and you can just click on it, report it, and from my experience, it's been done really quickly.
Awesome.
That's because cool. Because it's just finding ways for the public to communicate with the council. You don't want to go to your councillor. I don't actually fix the nets for you, but I go and tell them. But imagine skipping that process and doing it at home and then getting it done, because it goes straight to the department that actually fixes it.
Do enough people know about that app? Because this is the first time I've heard of it, you know, and I see people all the time on Facebook complaining about shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not publicized enough. No. Maybe we need to put more out there.
Antenno.
Antenno.
Go get that app right now on the App Store. If you're a Foxton local, if you're in the Horowhenua district, if you're in Levin or you're Otaki or Shannon, any surrounding suburb, go and get the Antenno app so you can communicate with our local district council.
Fucking complaining.
Stop complaining on Facebook. Stop putting yourself on anonymous and complaining on Facebook, and use the app.
I think use the app to get it done.
Use the app.
Use the app.
Because that's key. And then I think that's also the key is if you feel like you're not getting it done fast enough, or you just need a little bit of help, that's when you message us, the councillors. That's what we're good for. Be like, okay, we'll advocate for you to get that done. Cool. Because it's like, you know, I'm getting great results and everyone that's using the app is getting results, but sometimes it might be a bit more expensive. Something that like needs a little push.
There'll be a pipeline that things go into.
Sometimes one of the issues I solved was there was a baseball net that needed to be done because one of the neighbours was getting windows were getting smashed, and they were having a bit of issue, and they just weren't getting it fixed. But it was also, you know, it needed a bit more councillor help to get it done, and so that's when me and a couple of extra councillors came in, checked out the field. Why were they getting hit? Because all the foul balls were going over, and I was like, oh, cool. We all popped in, we understood, and we built a higher net. And that solved the problem. But sometimes it just needs a little councillor push, and that's where our role comes in. We can actually go onto the scene, or you can call me up, you can text me, you can email me, but like find a way to communicate me. I do, especially like, you know, not during election period, but like throughout like your period, we have a lot of ability that you can communicate with us. You know, all our information is on the hofnoa.govt website on Google. But just communicate with us and be like, okay, we need this happen. Or something like you, maybe like your approach and you have a major event that you want to fund. We've got a major events fund for big events, something that's really cool, that's going to bring a lot of people into a district.
Te Awaho Mini Fest 2025.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So we're putting that on. That's funded by the council and you've got to back in a grant. So that's the Creative Communities grant.
Yep.
But
there's other grants for like even bigger. So your limit is how big you can get.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I had some conversations.
That's what I love, because you're always pushing our district.
I appreciate that.
No, but you know it too, because I always see you're really good at promoting, and I love it because, as I say, if we failed our promotion on Antenno, we come on here, we promote it, people are going to see it and be like, bro, they've already solved this idea, why didn't we look at it? And here we come on a podcast and you've got a whole different group of audience who's going to see this and be like, I could have just done this the whole time. I love that ability.
Instead of anonymous on Facebook. But as a podcast, we have to ask the hard questions with the community in mind. Now, as a OG in the community that pays attention to everything that's happening, like the older generation that you're currently, I guess, up against in the council, you know, in the community space there, what are the things that you feel like you're bringing to the table and to that generation?
Like, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like a youth perspective?
No, so if I'm looking at what you've said kind of like, you know, communication, open aspect, vote for you because you're easy to chat with.
Yep.
And you'll help, I guess, fight the fight if needed. But then you've also mentioned that app, which is awesome, so that people can go and use that instead. But in regards to like the baseball net, I love that you've said that you've gone out there and done that, but I don't want somebody listening at home to go, I'm not going to vote for him because all he's done is go out there and put up a baseball net. So what else are you out there doing? What in your tenure throughout council so far have you done, and what are you looking forward to doing if you get re-elected back into that space?
I think it's a zero budget. So we're not actually, I think one of the biggest gripes of viewers and public is the rates. Rates is a very expensive thing. You know, I have to pay it twice, one for the business and one for home. You know, it's one of the things that, you know, you live with, but you also like, how do we keep it down? And as a businessman, you understand you have to live within your means. You can only spend so much before you're like, okay, I don't have the money. You got to get rid of the nice to haves, but you got to provide, do the fundamentals first. You know, you got to do your roads, you got to do your roads, your basics like swimming pool, libraries, essentials that bring the community together. But the things that if you can't afford right now, you got to push pause. I think that's the key. Not spending beyond your means.
So that's a way to lower the rates. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think we can ever lower rates with things always increasing in price. But I think the best way is
to slow them down.
Absolutely slow them down. Like, if you can't be spending massive amounts of money if you ain't got massive amounts of money. But also you've got to invest in infrastructure. I mean, what have we seen in Wellington? They're underinvestment in pipes. And when their pipes burst, not only are you paying for the repairs, but you're not getting new pipes. Making sure that your pipes are renewed so that such issues don't happen. Building water reservoirs, so that ensuring the security of our water. So that, because originally we only had 24 hours worth of water in our district, and we're building a water reservoir that will hold 30 days of water, ensuring that water security, because the last thing you want to do is turn on your tap and there's no water.
But we want it to be drinkable water as well. So.
Oh, for sure, bro. And you guys don't have nice tasting water.
No, Foxton's kaka, bro.
Yeah, we had a water test last year. And
we lost.
You guys did not
win.
Lost. But you didn't lose as bad as Foxton Beach.
Yeah, well, that's where I live. So
Foxton Beach had the worst.
We need better water here in Foxton.
Yeah.
But again, taking it back, what have you done in your tenure? So you've been in council for how many years?
3 years now.
So if you're 3 years, what's some of the strong I guess
highlights
highlights of
would
your
be
time in there, and then and if you get another 3 years, what do you plan to do in that time?
Cool. I think the biggest project would have had to be the closing of the landfill, because there was leaching and going into the Hokio stream. So closing that was really important, because it was going to be an environmental disaster.
It reminds me of the Simpsons movie off the top of my head. The fish. I think the Manawatu River's already got a few of those.
Three-eyed fish was one of the scary things, wasn't it?
Yeah. Our river's got those.
That was one of the first things we did in our year one. That was one of the promises I made, was to close that landfill, because it was going into that Hokio stream. Like, I know that Hokio members were telling me, well, what happens when we go fishing? That's poisoning our fish. So getting that out we had to close that down, and also ensuring Otaki North of Levin Expressway was getting built. That was something that was billions of dollars of investment in our community, and now it's progressing, and it's gonna be done in 2029. That was something that links us to the big towns.
That's big, eh?
It is. It's huge, and it will provide a lot of
our properties are going to go up.
But it also provide a lot of work for our communities as well, because they'll be needing a lot of work and trades to complete that project.
Yeah. Did you see my idea that I dropped to Justin about the ratepayers cards?
Community service
card for ratepayers.
Okay.
Did you see the idea?
Can you elaborate on that one?
So, like, you know how how do you get the community service? I've never had an actual community services card, but I think it helps with like doctor's bills and stuff like that. I think you get like discounts and stuff.
We have rates rebates for if you drop below a certain income, you can get a rates
that'll
rebate.
Never happen for me though.
No, but you're just on your topic.
Yeah.
With the community service card, there's a rates rebate.
I like how that rhymes. I might make that a song.
You make whatever song you want, whatever inspiration you draw from this.
I could get you rates rebate, but I hate your mate.
Oh, what the fuck? I mean,
hey.
But so what I was saying, because like with the rates we pay to run, like to keep the pool running and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then we have to pay
yes.
to go to the pools and swim in the pools, or take my kids to swim in the pools. And then I was like, well, wouldn't it be cool if you were a rates payer, since you already are paying towards keeping the pool going, if you got discounted? I mean, it's already cheap.
Like a local card.
Or free, like, you know.
What the funny thing is, it costs about $40 a visit if you were just basing it on per person. And so that's where the rates comes in to subsidise that visit, because
so we subsidise it for everyone else.
I'm not paying $40 to go to the pools. I'm just letting you know.
I wouldn't go.
Exactly.
But that means that we're paying rates for people that don't pay rates to go to the pools. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pay rates to go to the pool.
So say it's people that rent, they don't pay rates.
Yeah, they do, because their rent pays for the rates of that place, if that makes sense. Like the person that owns the house, how's he going to pay his rates through your rent?
I guess so.
So like, although indirectly, without that rent, that guy's not paying his rates.
I suppose.
And so that's, as a renter, you are paying rates just in terms of, and through your rent. So that's why your vote is so important, because as a renter, you're the one that actually lives in the district, or lives in that house that's confined to that swimming pool or that library or whatever amenity is provided in that area. Whether it's the parks are, playgrounds.
Okay.
What I'm seeing is like Rotorua, you can access the tourism industry discounted because you're local to that community. So if you want to go to the Polynesian spa or the luge or whatever, you show your local card and you get to pull the local card. Maybe everywhere, every community, every township and city should have a local card. So if you're a local to that space, you can get discounted, to the amenities. But then you've also got all the people that are going to come from out of town and going to use the space from out here and there. So,
see, I feel like if we did that, then you'd need the income again from your ratepayer, which is what I'm worried about.
Then you'd lose tourism if we were to have higher prices for tourists but lower for just us because we were in the district. Then it would.
That's Rotorua, and that's their tourism's not real.
Rotorua is not Foxton. I mean, Foxton's
leave
not
Foxton alone. Yes, it is.
But I'm just thinking from your point of view. But if we discounted you, then we'd still need the income.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're saying that it's already discounted, I didn't know that. Obviously.
Well, it has to be because that's why we pay rates. To keep the swimming pool going, and then the charge is only to help, pay for like, the actual cost of running the place.
Yeah.
But the cost of running the place, like pools and libraries don't make money back.
See, but for someone like me, I don't know that.
No,
Because
but
that's why I asked the question.
That's why
we're here.
That's why I asked the
everyone
question.
else at home might not know that, and that's what they're getting the chance to listen to.
Yeah.
So I like hearing
That's
the
why
both
it's
sides
important
of
So
to be
I'll be the one that
accessible.
looks dumb on the camera and asks the question.
No, why would you ever look dumb? You're actually smart because you asked the question.
Mm.
What happens if you didn't ask?
I suppose.
You'll never
hold
know.
your
I'd
little
be
grudges.
sitting at home going, fuck this.
Fuck the swimming pools.
Fuck this, I'm selling and moving to Oz.
But then you're also going to remember, without swimming pools, how are people going to learn to swim? That's where I learned to swim, in the swimming pools, and libraries are so important because that's where our meeting place is. This is where our community meets.
Mm.
And so there's a purpose for it, and that's why the government, our rates help and contribute towards those, because it has its purpose as a meeting spot as well as hosting events. I mean, all these Meet the Candidates events were hosted in the library because it was a perfect meeting spot where the community could get together and have that discussion and have that kōrero.
I like the heritage that's found in like the Foxton Library, for example,
yeah.
or the local
Yeah, I
heritage.
just
gosh.
looked at that recently.
Yeah,
It's
it's
quite
neat,
awesome.
bro.
And that's one of the like benefits of having like someone like a David Allen who could tell you what these town centres looked like before like my parents were born. That's a simple thing, that knowledge is invaluable for someone. I could tell him how to work a computer if he has any computer issues. I'm like, oh yeah, well, I could tell you,
But
this is how you do it. This is a shortcut.
You can't mimic that calculator and
But
that storage unit.
Each knowledge, each generation has our skills, and that's why it's important, because he can give you a history lesson that I wouldn't know. I'm like, oh, was there a store before that? I'm like, oh, before all my time, that was the only store that existed in that spot. But he could give you 2 other businesses that could have potentially been there, and but they were gone because post offices disappear, bookshops disappear because technology advances, and that's why it's like that knowledge. You're like, oh, I wouldn't know unless I had the discussion like you had with your granddad. You'd have that discussion, and he'd tell you so much, tell you about war, and you're like, oh, New Zealand when wars, we don't get in wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he lived it, so we're going to get him on.
Yeah. Actually, it's because, it was funny. I just randomly decided, you know what, screw it, I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
And then he gave me he actually got interviewed by a school chick, a chick that's in school, and he went and she asked him heaps of questions about it and stuff like that. What was the impact on you and stuff, which I won't go too deep into. But when I found that out, I was like, cool. So then he gave me all these books. There's like photos of him there and stories and all this. It's amazing. It's crazy the shit that they had to see.
They've had a whole lifetime, bro. Like our lifetime, they've had it like 3 times the amount. So and from a generation where evolution and technology didn't advance as extremely, so it was a different time, bro.
Well, that's it. I mean, like what? We went to the moon in the 60s, but the technology in our phones is far more advanced than that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
You would think if they went to the moon in the 60s, why are they not always going to the moon?
Because it costs a lot of money, apparently.
Well, we have way more money now, though, don't we?
Do we?
Well, shouldn't we?
Is it money
better
just printed?
technology, we should be able to make it cheaper.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's
I think it's still takes
Temu rocket to the moon.
falls to pieces.
Well, it has a lot cheaper. I mean, like it's accessible to civilians, but like it still costs millions now. But the amount of fuel they use to get to the moon, it's a lot.
But also, what are they going to do there? Like, I think they found out there isn't much to do, so they just don't go.
That's true. I mean, like, what was there to do in the moon? I mean,
did they really go to the moon?
Did I do? That's a question for another day.
Did they?
Tinfoil hat. Do you want to replace that beanie? You didn't go get a haircut at the barber, did you?
No,
you just put a beanie on, and
that's what I said before the podcast. I said they're gonna start picking up when I haven't had a chance to go and get a haircut because I'll be wearing a beanie every second episode.
Do you only wear the beanie every second episode?
Yeah, because I haven't because it's in between the haircut week. So I normally go on like a Saturday morning.
Do you get your haircut every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so you're always looking fresh.
I do too, but I felt.
No.
I felt gutted because today I had to go and get a haircut from another barber. I go to the Foxton barber
cheated
and
on your
beauty.
barber.
I cheated, bro. He's gone for 3 weeks.
He's going to hate
so
you.
naughty.
I know.
He's going to do something real bad with your hair
To
next
be
time.
forgiving in it, I have a music video tomorrow and a podcast tonight. So we just got to keep up with appearances.
That's
and,
fair. That's
look good,
fair.
feel good.
You are the
Podcast and
face.
music video should have waited for the bro.
Oh, shouldn't have shot the music video. We
Nah,
should have
see, I'm
halted
waiting
the
for him.
podcast.
Okay, I feel like
We should have paused everything so we look good when he comes back in 3 weeks.
one of
time.
your music videos, you should just be cheating on your barber and just that'll be the story. It'll be like that could have been that music video. Why is he looking so shabby this week? Because he's cheating
Cheating
he's
on
loyal.
his barber.
He's loyal.
That's a theatrical little moment.
No,
But
but it is.
that's what it feels
Because
like.
your barber knows exactly how you want to look.
Yeah, you got to explain it to the next person.
You walk in, they know what you want.
Hey, sit down.
Or they know you trust them so much that they're just going to work their masterpiece on you.
Yeah, and that's what he does. So
Yeah,
shout out to Foxton
that's it.
Barber and
Hard.
Beauty, my bro.
the
Salute.
man.
Because he
Thank
knows. He knows. And
I'm waiting
why
for
are
him
you
to get
away
back.
3 weeks? Dilz needs you.
We need you. We're busy up here. We got things to do and music videos and podcasts.
Yeah,
and,
man.
and
He's got to look
photos.
sharp because
Gotta look
and you notice it because he puts little details and he can't be looking, you can't be having 3-week holidays. What's going on?
Foxton Barber and Beauty. But
Is he on holiday?
yeah. I think he's gone overseas.
I'm not 100% sure
I
where
think he
he's
went
gone.
overseas.
I say
He did
Barber.
go overseas. Yeah. He's the
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, and this
Yeah,
is
so
why.
I cheated
Where's
on
your
him and he
beanie?
didn't. I've got a music video, bro. I had to
Nah.
explain myself. Don't pull back
Cheater.
and just pull that on me.
You're a cheater. I'm telling on you.
So just keeping on track with the local community, what would you say right now is a major need of some work? Like, what's the focus? What should we be looking at and trying to fix, problem solve?
Problem solve? I think basically just ensuring that our investment into infrastructure. I mean, towns, we've got to get ready for when our growth is going. It's booming in the next 20 years and our next long-term plan. We got a lot of people moving in up from Wellington because it's so
already
close. Yeah. And so building houses, we've got in Horowhenua and Levin, we've got Taraika, we've got communities getting built, and in Foxton, you guys, big businesses will be coming here.
McDonald's,
It's coming.
KFC,
It's coming.
where, when?
Nah, I don't want
They
either
have
of
to
those.
because you
Bring a
always
kebab shop.
You'll get a kebab shop.
I want a kebab shop.
Bro,
I-
making
I
I don't really
mistake
care
with
about
kebabs.
Macca's and yeah.
No, but
No, I want a tank.
like
tank.
Spaniards
Tank.
kebabs.
I want a tank. I want tank.
I tried the smoothie factory in Palmy,
is it good?
bro.
Is it good?
Real good.
First tank,
If you're watching
Better.
this,
better.
we like
Better.
you.
And
Smoothie
it's
Factory.
way healthier.
Sponsored
We're
by
looking
Making a
at you.
Statement podcast.
Smoothie Factory.
Yeah.
You're getting a free shout out.
Palmerston North.
It's real good.
Our
What
band.
did you get? What did you
Healthy.
get?
I got this like super juice, and it was like,
Oh.
you know that the food review I did on Facebook,
Yep.
of the juice place. It was like very similar to that. They had like the turmeric and all that sort of stuff, and it was really
Just
good.
healthy.
And then I got like a energy bowl, but rather than a kai, it was mango. So it was like frozen mango with like muesli and granola and berries, blueberries, strawberries, like heaps of that. Oh, it was. And like a honey drizzle, like a nice honey drizzle,
yeah,
bro. It was
that comes with growth.
so
stuff
good.
stuff like that comes with growth because when you have a population, you have a business that can provide it. But without the customers, nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. I mean, like, look, you see Robert Harris and Foxton. Without customers, nothing happens. With customers, it grows, it expands. It's in the
booming.
library now. It's at Te Awa Newsroom.
Shout out Fox and Robert Harris.
That's where my
Yeah.
wife works.
But that's what I
That's
mean.
where his wife works.
Look, it
That's my
provides
sister.
That's yeah.
it provides jobs. It provides new businesses, and because of growth, you have other shops grow and pop up. And
Like Care Design on Main Street Fox and get your
exactly.
Making a Statement apparel and go to makingstatement.co.nz.
Shout out to Care Design. You guys do amazing work. I love your work. Shout out, Alistair. Love you. But that's it. Growth. So you've got to prepare all these, also your infrastructure, your pipes, making sure that with the increased population, that everything goes smoothly.
No block pipes.
What else? What about the river? Do you know much about the Foxton River and what's planned for it and how we can keep restoring it and making the space better?
I'm not too sure in terms of Foxton River. Did Justin have much to talk about that one?
No,
Because he's
just-
part of SORT.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think main things he was saying is just continue to upkeep and obviously make sure that there's always somebody with a voice in that space.
Absolutely. I normally go to him for advice because he's in charge of that SORT, and so he's involved in quite a lot of like the make sure that it's pristine, and then also activities that are on that river are not disturbing the natural environment. But I think you guys have got it pretty good. I mean, our problem issue is probably Lake Horowhenua.
I wouldn't say the Manawatu River's doing pretty good though. It's pretty bad. It's pretty yuck.
Wouldn't you say it's doing better than Lake Horowhenua?
Well, I wouldn't want to swim in either of them.
Yeah, you're not
They're
wrong.
both kaka, and we need to look after our shit.
I think that basically just making sure that you don't put more shit into it. I think that's key, isn't it? Because it will heal itself, but it takes time. But if you keep putting pollution into it, it will never heal.
So is that still happening?
No.
Either environment space, Horowhenua and Manawatu River?
I don't know too much about the Manawatu River.
But the lake is not getting extra stuff put into it pollution-wise at the
Yeah,
moment.
that's what I mean. That's the key. Because if you do, it will never grow. And that's why you've got to make sure that you look after these natural resources, because, you hear the stories of once upon a time where, yachts and sailing was out there. But they won't get that time if you keep, putting effluent out there. And so it's making sure that you do your agricultural and your farming and your dairy farming, but that you don't ruin your natural environment.
What's the process in council that you think could be done better?
Process in council, probably public relations. I mean, if you don't know what's happening in council, I feel like we're underperforming there.
Yeah, and we're trying to bridge that gap in a sense.
Yeah.
Like that's what I kind of said to the bro. Was like, I'd love to put there's a stigma on voting. Like we talk about breaking the stigma. That's our merch, makingstatement.co.nz. But we talk about breaking the stigma, and voting has a lot of stigma behind it. People think it's just politics. People think you don't actually get anywhere with your say.
Yep.
And people aren't even really privy to what's happening and what the conversations are.
I feel one of the things was they didn't feel like they knew anyone. That was one of the things that forced me to stand the first time.
Because there's a generation missing per Justin's
There was a
words.
generation missing.
Yeah.
And it was like, everyone was like, oh, I don't know anyone but you, Ellen. And I was like, oh, well, talk to me, and I'll explain, this is where on the Horowhenua page, it will have all the candidates. You have all these meet the candidates met, but it's also meeting them outside of work. That's the key, meeting them in their natural environment. These guys are all prominent members of our community. Find them and then have that conversation, because that's when you get the real talk.
I had an interesting perception of somebody, and it was like they're driving up the main road. They see the signs because it's council and re-election time. So they see a cardboard of somebody's face and it says, vote for me. But then that's all they ever see of that person, and they don't see them out there. They don't see them on the social. So why are we looking at cardboard and making a decision?
Did you notice I didn't put no cardboard up? Because I'm like, I'll show up.
Yeah,
I want you to hear my words. I want you to see me, but also realistically, I want you to talk to me so I know what you're good, bad. I want to hear it, because that will help me make my decision at a council table. What happens if I don't know anything? I don't know your situation. I don't know what's happening. I can't have an informed decision when I walk in and make a decision that potentially will impact you hugely. But when you've given me experience, you've explained your situation, because I don't live where you live. I might be, I'm in Levin, but I also make decisions for all of Horowhenua. And so sometimes I need you to explain what's happening in your area that is impacting you. And without you being able to communicate with me, imagine if I was just a piece of cardboard once every 3 years.
Yeah, well, that's what people feel like when they're looking into politics.
And that's why I always feel like have that communication with me. I've got all these socials that you can communicate, and ensuring that I make myself accessible, because there's nothing worse than having no one to message.
Do you guys so like we were saying before with people when they have issues and they're posting on Facebook and stuff like that on the residents for Foxton pages and the Horowhenua pages, do they do you guys as councillors go and comment on these posts, showing them, because obviously if it's something to do with the community or something, you may be able to have some form of help. Do you think that would be able to show that you guys are there more? Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you having the page there is relevant, but if people don't know the page is there, then it's irrelevant. If you know what I mean?
I think it's an ability to direct them to the right places.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a Facebook post, but not everyone's going to look at it. I know that some posts I will see and I'll be like, oh, I know exactly how to fix that. Or actually, we're already working on that. And that's one of the things I love. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll be like, no, we're already working on this. This is great.
So you do communicate in those community pages
On the ones I see, because I mean, like,
Yeah, that's what I mean, though.
like yourself, we'll see it, right?
Mm.
But you're not going to see everyone.
You can't
because
spend 24 hours
I'm not.
a day
I'm not on
page.
this list. This, you know, sometimes I'll be, have a geezer living and living, but I'll actually be out and about. That's just probably who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm also have the ability to be on the socials and be like, oh, but this page is getting, you know, so it must be a issue that's affecting a lot of people, and so it's therefore it's super relevant.
So the voices are being heard in those community groups.
Yeah, well, I think so, because if I see it, but then I also know not everyone in that council table is going to be looking at a Facebook page.
No. But so are you bringing these problems to that seat because the generation that's missing is not obviously there to do it?
I think, yeah, I would say I'm eyes to that kind of, because I am that generation that would look at Facebook posts, but I'm also, how would I describe it? I'm also on Insta and other apps because I know that the youth these days are like, Facebook is old.
They are. TikTok is the go.
Like, Insta's kind of old. I was like, oh, what? Did my niece just say that? I'm like,
I'm still Facebook, bro. I'm
Facebook's easy.
I'm like, no, they're like, we don't use Facebook. Facebook is old. I'm like, is that Bebo?
Bring back Bebo, eh?
Oh,
yeah, bring back Bebo.
I was like, oh no.
Bring back Bebo, G. Let's the triple Bs.
But that's what I mean.
Bebo.
Like, yeah, like as we say, Facebook is like, you know, technology. I'm like, the new generation are like, Facebook's old.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Bring back Bebo. Yeah.
But I would love some of my Bebo photos back.
Bro, even just a flashback of what the profile looked like. Just read those words
I
and
had
thoughts.
some cool photos, like they're terrible quality now.
Of
but
course,
like,
potato phone.
I would love some of my Bebo photos back.
That's crazy. This is like a whole bloody like period of lifetime gone off the internet.
Because I didn't save any of that.
Yeah, it's all
I didn't
gone.
save any of those Bebo photos.
But that's what would happen if our Facebook profile got deleted or gone right now.
Yeah, like
You'd lose everything. All the
there's
memories,
there's
all
a
the
lot of
photos.
history because we don't print photos anymore.
They're on the Facebook.
Mum's generation, they all printed out their photos and they've got all their like real hard copies.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happens if I lose my hard drive? It's gone.
Yeah.
Memories
Delete your
gone.
Facebook page. Gone.
Like that'll be like a whole chunk of history. All those like messages, you know, those memories that come back every 2 years, 3
The
years, 4
stories
years.
and stuff. Yeah.
No, like the memory wall. When you click the memories and they come back.
I don't get into that deep.
No, it just shows up on your page.
Oh.
Do you not see them? Like old posts.
Oh, old posts. Yeah, like how it shows an old story.
Memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memories. Yeah.
They'll just show up and you're like, wow,
Mm.
I had so much here.
Do you know what I do? I go, delete. Every time, like for a TBH, delete.
Like
delete.
for a TBH, that's a thing.
I had so many of those. I was like, that was so mean.
Yeah.
You should do that on the podcast. Like this,
for a
like this
TBH.
post, and Brother E will give you a TBH.
No, I won't.
Man.
And then I'll delete it.
Delete.
And like
Yeah.
how nice you were not.
Yeah,
On your
man,
TBH,
it's
you're
so
like,
bad.
I don't actually like you that much.
I don't really know
TBH.
you, but
XOXO.
You wanted
I
my,
don't really know you, but I might like to see you around at school. Maybe.
I like that you hang out. I like you hang out with Josh.
You have cool hair.
You know, you're like, I can't really know you.
Mm.
That's one of my
TBH.
favorites. I was like, I don't really know you, but like you seem kind of cool.
Yeah, no. I delete them as soon as I see the like. I'm like, no,
Don't
gone.
do it.
Delete it.
But imagine losing your whole Facebook though. There'll be a reset. Some cunts do because they don't get the right protection on their pages, like the multi-factors, and then they get scammed and spammed, and then their pages.
That's actually really annoying when they like, hey, and you're like, hey, bro, what you up to? Would you like to join my pyramid scheme?
I've seen it. I've made $8,000 in the last 48 hours. Here's the photo.
No,
But they
Anytime
actually get
you are the
photos.
chosen one.
I've seen people that are actually them, that the ones have been hacked, and they've actually got the money. If you know what I'm saying, I've seen that. Like I remember the bro.
That's just
Stoney.
AI.
Real.
That's just AI.
yeah.
Oh, they're just AI and then with the-
Every time I talk to my
Dilz,
nana about something,
there's
she's like, is it one of those pyramid schemes? I'm like, oh, what did I talk to her about? I can't even remember. It must have been something to do with something we were doing. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was just I can't talk about it on here yet because it hasn't come out. But
But we can't talk about it.
your mate from work. Does that help shine a light on
Oh,
the thing that we're looking at doing behind the scenes with the vlogging?
No.
Your mate from work bought something. Okay, I'm not going to go too far into it. Anyways, but I was talking to Nan on the phone, and then I was telling her about what's going on and what we're planning on doing and stuff. And she goes, I hope it's not a pyramid scheme. I'm like, what?
Because there's been a few if you like get this person to buy one and then you sell 4, you get yours free.
Bro, that's like the latest pyramid scheme would have to be Sensi. Sensi, like, because there was like Avon back in the day.
Oh, it's Sensi one. Is that the energy drink?
No, the smelly candle wax.
Sensi's.
Sensi's.
And you can get different, like, the wax burners and stuff like that.
Melts. Wax melts.
So what
Same
happens?
thing, just nice smelling Sensi's.
And they're just selling it, but making you
They
buy
throw
4.
Sensi parties,
They throw-
and then
yeah.
if they can sell heaps, then they get money and
What
free
was
Sensi.
before Sensi's? It was the
Tupperware?
Avon.
Avon.
Yeah, bro,
What's
Avon.
Avon was very naughty.
That's what my mum used to get, and she would spend like $40 on a moisturizer.
I went to those AP and I shows.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
it is?
yeah.
And Fielding, and they had what are those, like, pressure cookers, but they're like real high tech ones, and they're like thousands of dollars.
Is it the Fermi?
Yeah,
Fermi?
yeah, like those things.
I nearly went into one of those Fermi parties, but then I realized it was a $3,000 blender, and I was like, nah.
But they were like, oh, if you sign up, you can go out and get people to buy them, and if you sell 5 of them to 5 of them out, you get one for free, and they like give you this demo one, and you go out and throw parties and stuff. And me and Shania were like, is it worth it? And I was like, I don't know.
Did you
5 people that have $3,000 sitting there.
$3,000. It's a $3,000 blender, but it does some really cool stuff. But I don't know if I've got $3,000 to spend on a blender.
NutriBullet all day. I've got one.
NutriBullet. How
day.
good is a NutriBullet?
See, that goes to the other sales, which is infomercials, which aren't really as what they used to be. Obviously, back in the days,
That's because it doesn't have that lady that used to sell them.
No, the guy that used to sell the ladder.
Oh, the ladder that did everything.
Every ladder.
I loved this ad.
What was some other throwbacks? The rug doctor.
The rug doctor.
Rug doctor.
I don't really
The
remember.
washing the car.
I didn't watch
hoses.
them.
The washing the hoses that can have every handle.
Oh, the multi-tool thing that could do all the
multi-tool.
engravings and cut everything.
You haven't had Nightlight TV.
Bro, we used to stay up as a group of cuzzies in that, and would stay up until after midnight when the C4 would turn into like softcore porn. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
When
I didn't
C4
stay up that late,
turned
dude.
into like
After midnight,
call me.
it turned, yeah, bro. Yeah, it was like the flirtatious
do you know why they stopped it?
Probably too many kids calling them.
John would have stayed up for that.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah.
OnlyFans killed that industry.
John.
Who's
John?
John would have stayed up for that.
Our guest from a couple podcasts ago, it was Conversations with a Porn Addict. And
Oh.
He would have been
He
up
said
I
for
some
love that you
things.
took John. I was on the Six Addicts podcast 2 days ago.
On what one?
This one.
Off the rails. On the rails.
On the rails.
Were you?
Yeah.
Hey.
You were.
I was on his. It was
What
great.
what happened? Tell
What
us.
do you mean?
How's
It
that?
was great.
Was it
John,
funny?
the John Taylor himself.
It was
Wow.
funny.
You know, we were
Did he
like-
talk about porn?
Pardon?
Did he talk about porn?
Oh, he's always loved porn. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
I've known John Taylor for years. He's fucking deep.
Fucking deep all
Yeah,
day.
he's fucking deep all day.
Did you ever go to any of his parties at his house?
Nah, but I went to his party when he lived on the boat.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah. He
That's
was
pretty
on.
out of it.
How was this podcast episode? What was kind of a briefing or a summary of what you got up to on there?
Oh,
What can we
bro.
look out and see if you
Bro,
can check out the Bros
You know what
podcast?
the best part was everything. Like
Kind of like this.
same like this. I mean, like you ask a question and answer. It's like, you just keep going. How far do you want to go?
Mean.
You know, and he's doing it mobile at the moment. So he's just going around. So we had it at the tennis club.
So that's
Oh,
why
that's
he wanted
cool.
somebody
Yeah,
to watch his dog. I think I've seen him post about
That was
somebody.
it.
That
It
was why.
for me.
Oh,
Yeah, so
did
he
he
did
get a
the
dog
podcast
sitter?
of me.
Did he get a dog sitter?
You got a dog sitter.
Yeah, shout out the dog getting
But
set.
that's why I cracked up. I was just like, you were talking about John. I was like, I was literally on John's podcast the other day. He came over to the tennis club and we did our podcast.
How cool. I'm looking forward to seeing
And that's
something.
why I cracked up. I was just like, oh, you just brought him up. I was like, oh, we were just talking about. I was like, I'm going on Dilz podcast. Oh, he's like, yeah, I want to do his podcast. And I was like, I know, I saw the 6 Addict ad and I couldn't not click.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, of course I'm clicking.
Yeah, there were some interesting conversations had.
Of course,
And that
because he's lived a large life. I mean, how many STDs he had?
he cost me more for the rangatahi jar than I cost
I
me.
didn't know that.
Easily.
I think that probably comes with the nature of his territory.
But he
from the
doesn't-
sounds of it.
Have sex with woman he has sex with.
He just told us he had a
Himself,
one-night
doesn't he?
stand the weekend before
I
he rocked
suppose,
on.
yeah,
Oh,
true,
like, man, that guy goes around.
Yeah, go hard.
true.
That's why, you know, sometimes they don't love him because they already loved them. You know?
That's deep,
They
bro.
already loved them. It's too late.
That's poetry in motion.
It's too late. You can't love them anymore because you've already loved them.
Yeah, that's poetry in motion.
That's it. It's like, oh, I've already given them all my love.
Council members paid well.
Not really, but I mean, considering the amount of work we do, we have like a lot of readings and a lot of communications. But I don't think we do it for the money. We do it for the community. I know that everyone that jumps on, they don't do it for the money. They love it.
Is it a 9-to-5 style role? Like, are you going to
Oh,
job?
some days, like if there's like what was it? If there's like boy races and stuff, we're on like all the time because you are up for an interview from One News, you are up for an interview from the Breakfast Crew.
So you're talking about the situation that happened recently in Levin?
I'm thinking about any issue that comes up that's important in terms of horror whenua. They're looking to your councillors to represent, and so sometimes you're on there a lot. Yeah, so like it's not a 9-to-5 at all. It's sometimes we're on every day and until you stop.
So it's a salary package?
Pardon?
Salary package?
Oh, it's about what, 42K a year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To be full time?
They can be full time. It just depends on what is needed, because when you're there when your public needs you.
Would you say rates payers and community funds are being put where they should be currently, or do you think some budget needs to be put somewhere else? And you mentioned infrastructure.
Please elaborate. What do you mean?
So there must be like all of
Like we don't set
no,
what
so
we get paid.
No. So outside of that, separate the being paid. The community obviously is paying X amount through rates, as we talked about, across all of the district. And then we've got whatever area budget we probably get delegated, and there's probably XYZ funds available. So where the funds are getting put right now, do you agree with?
I think there's always going to be discrepancies because big projects take up big funds. It's just when it's your turn. Because right now Foxton's the spot.
So this is where the funds are going, essentially?
Foxton Futures is what's happening because you know you're going to be the stop from Wellington. You're going to be the first stop here.
Yeah, we're a top 10 real estate at the moment, eh?
Yeah. Like if you are looking to buy a house, you would buy in Foxton because you are the go-to spot. 2029, Foxton's going to be. This is tourism.
I feel that. That's cool, bro.
No, you know it. Like you live it. I come here all the time. I'm literally here right now. I'm like, Foxton is where it's at. And like, if you're anyone in the horror whenua, you know Foxton is like booming. I mean, you can see the businesses like lining up. Businesses coming,
making a statement.
Businesses coming, making a statement. Care, design, like what the barbers, like you guys are going to be busy. All these new customers, and like if you're looking for a story, the barbers is where it's at. You get all the stories there, but it's just going to be businesses are lining up to come here.
Okay. I want to ask you a few maybe rapid fire questions before we come to a close. And I hope, Brother E, you can maybe come up with a few rapid fires,
I feel like we've kind of already touched on everything I wanted to talk about.
When you think of it.
I'll just
when you
back
think
off
of
of you.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you think of making a statement?
Love it. Do you, how much?
Maybe elaborate a little bit.
Oh, you guys are avenue for communication to do like a whole generation.
I like it. See, I like that.
That's the bit. If you're looking for how to describe it, a podcast for horror whenua, making a statement. Can you name another? No. Simple as that. You guys are like the mouthpiece for this area, at least.
That's cool in such a short amount of time.
No,
to be looked at one a council member like that.
Cool.
No, but are you not?
It's what I want to be. Yeah.
Can you name another podcast?
I probably can't actually.
That's exactly my point.
But I can name other smaller league ones around the country. But I really wanted to.
But I'm
like
saying
this,
about horror whenua. Like I can't name another in this area because you are the podcast of this area.
Cool. I'll hold that title.
No, but I'm just saying you couldn't even counter my point because you are.
Yeah, well, I haven't really thought of it like that. Like I'm looking at New Zealand. I haven't
Absolutely.
categorized us and looked at us in an isolated regional aspect. I haven't looked at that, and that's quite a cool way to put it.
The fun is, I didn't put you in that box either. I'm just saying that you did represent this area.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at it like that.
Because you are. Your focus is on a national stage.
I'm always,
as it should be.
I'm always doing
as
something, and then what's next?
Because you're always growing.
But that's cool.
Right. You can never be perfect. You're always growing.
I like that, my bro. Te Tākari, I think it's maybe an underutilized space. I think we could be doing more with it, and I think the same for the Foxton library space, the newsroom.
Yeah.
So what do you think we need to be doing in those spaces to get them more utilized?
Finding ways to get more events happening in those areas, especially after 5. Like you've got all the infrastructure there, but what do the public need? Let us know. Because we'll keep it open as long as you guys need it for. Make sure you guys let us know what do you need it for, and we'll keep it open because staff cost money. But stuff's happening or stuff that is important to the public can be hosted. We'd love to keep going. We've got funds to make these things happen, but you have to make sure that the public wants it. Because at the end of the day, we are accountable to the ratepayer. But cool things can happen if people go. Let us know what you guys want. Then we cut the figures up and make it happen.
So there's a gap to bridge again because there's a space to use. People aren't using it, but we're not going to be able to utilize it so we know what they want to use it for. So there has to be communication.
I ain't going to pretend like I know what you want. You tell us what you want. And let's see if we can make it happen.
Communication is key.
Communication is key.
If you're out there in the local community and you want to see something happen, tell these people and vote for your people and get involved and go and break that stigma and get involved and participate.
It's like little things like communication, like the young ones want Kmart, but like that's a business. What kind of things do you want in our libraries? I mean, we had the ice skating rink in the library at Te Tākari.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that. Right now, we've got a murder mystery happening and a sensory maze in the library at the moment for school holidays.
It's not advertised well enough.
I didn't even know that was there.
I haven't seen that.
But that's what I mean.
Enough.
Like that's something that like there has to be a gap that needs to be broached where you find out not only what you want, but when it's on, and like the basic elements of councillors they will promote on their on their page and through Facebook, but if the young are not even looking at Facebook.
Seek and you will find. So that's correct. If you want to know, you'll know. But people don't seek.
I want them to be like, hey.
They scroll.
What's happening, Ellen? And I want to be like, oh, yo, on this movie night on Friday and stuff like that. Like, keep looking up in the sites, but also hit me up and I can look it up and be like, oh, because there's, I think it's like a laser maze on Wednesday. In the library, and that'll be pretty fun. I'll pop along and be like, oh, let's get under that laser maze and see if we can squeak in and see if that yoga works.
Maybe your social media page that people are already able to access you on should start to develop into a space where you can just do a little video update and tell people what's on this week in the local region, and then people are going to see that and they might be drawn to it.
Well, if you look up my councillor page, I do post a lot of what's happening in terms of when something's on. When I need feedback, sometimes I need feedback, and I'm like, hey, what do you guys reckon of this? Because I'd really like you to tell me if it's good, rubbish, or yeah, let's go, or let's make it bigger, or another day. Stuff like that is so important because I can tell you what you want, but I'll never do as good as you telling me what you want.
So jump onto your page and go and let you know.
Yeah. Also, just use Messenger, have that communication with me. Because I like to think that I'm accessible to everyone because I'm only a messenger away.
But if you turn it into a bit of a series, this week in Horowhenua, we've got this here. If you're Shannon, we've got Foxton, we've got Levin. And Levin, we've got this. And if you're a kid at this age, go down and see this. I think if we had something like that every week that somebody could rely on to get that information,
really
they don't
cool.
have to hunt for everything. You could go, this school holidays for week 1, we've got this, Foxton and Levin. And I think that'd be really...
That's a cool idea,
for like the nowadays way of consuming information, they won't seek and find. They have to scroll and it has to come up. And if that came up...
Also,
and it was,
you have to be in the right, like, social media. Like, I don't even know if they're on Facebook, so you might have to like pop it on the TikTok.
Yeah, that's
So,
a
like,
whole nother ball
Yeah,
game.
but we've got council TikTok, so maybe
Yeah, I was going to say, there's social media teams that you need to tap into with this idea and go and say, hey, social media team, we need to do this.
I think that would really, really work, to be honest.
Market it.
just get it out there.
Like with
Eh?
school holidays and stuff like that, you never know any of the stuff that's on. And then you go to look and you're like, I'll just take the kids to the park or something like that. But there could be something like you said, the laser things.
But there's
and
these
stuff like
cool things happening in the libraries, and you don't even know. But it's like, that would entertain them for hours.
You don't even know though. So what's the point of going through all this effort, get the permission slips signed and the fucking all the legislations to get this off the ground and all the funding that gets used just to have a flop?
Yep.
Like we need to put more into the advertising space and the marketing, I think. What's happening in Levin right now with the gang shootings and the environment the township has unfortunately been in recently? What's your viewpoint on the current situation?
I think it's gone a bit quiet lately. I haven't heard too much, but that was because the police had the extra powers in terms of being able to check all the cars of the gang members. So they had a lot of like stops.
It was any
during that
suspected
period.
cars, Any suspected car that was...
and heaps of presents.
Yeah.
And they found a lot too. They found a lot of like 3D guns. And
3D guns?
Yeah, like, from like the...
printers?
Yeah, the
Do they
3D
work?
printers.
You shoot people with them?
I don't know. They found them because it was on the news. They found a lot of that kind of stuff, and that kind of ensured it was quieting down. And then I think they moved to the Manawa 2, and then the Manawa 2 had the gang warrant, and that slowed that down. So lately, not much, but when it was hot, it was, this person getting shot and that person getting shot. So that was not a cool scene for our community. But as I say, the police managed to find a way to kind of quieten that down because they had extra powers, and sometimes trusting in the police and giving them information ensured that a safe environment for our community. I think that was a simple way to say, like, sometimes trust in your police.
Cool. I like that.
Should always, most of the time, trust in them. Always.
Especially when getting your way to the maternity ward.
Yeah, with my police lights on the roof.
And Brother E, did you have any questions for Alan?
Not at this stage.
Not at this stage?
Yeah, I did have some, but my brain's gone blank.
That's okay. The best part is my communication lines are always open.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop at this podcast. It doesn't stop when the elections end. It carries on because I was the same person before the election and I'll still be the same person after the election because it's just who I am. I communicate. I love being part of the community. I love living in this district because there's nothing better than being able to get anywhere in like 10 minutes.
Oh, bro, absolutely.
I love it. And it was, I've lived in Wellington like you, Eve, and I was in Newlands. I lived in Newlands for 5 years and I didn't enjoy it. Too much wind. Loved the like entertainment and like the city. Didn't love finding a park.
Yeah.
Didn't love taking buses.
All the hills.
No.
Parallel parking.
I like parallel
parking's fine.
It's cool when there's no pressure, but when you're on like the highways and the
you're not
busy
wrong.
streets.
You're not wrong when there's like 10 cars behind you and you're trying to parallel park you.
Levin Warehouse Road is all good, because it's cruising.
It's when you go to Yamcha and you're just like, oh, nah, there's no parks.
Yeah, go around the block 5 times.
I'm working off Yamcha before I even get to Yamcha.
What's Yamcha?
Dumplings. Like, have you never been to Yamcha?
No.
What?
Have you guys? Yamcha?
It sounds nice. I like dumplings.
Yamcha
I
is
like
like
dumplings.
Dumplings. It's like, all the Asian foods like Grand Century. Have you ever been to Grand Century? Dantori? Taranaki?
No.
Oh, man, we need to go to Yamcha.
Take us some places, my bro. It
Oh
sounds
my-
like we need
We
to
should
go
go
on
do
a little
some
road
food
trip.
reviews.
Food reviews. Yamcha, hit us up. We want to come to you and do a food review.
If I'm going to be honest, if you even need a food review, go to Benji Gabby.
Oh, bro, we know.
Benji Gabby is the king of Yamcha.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
he's the bro.
He knows what to get.
He watched me eat a bunch of ribs until I sharted.
Did you?
Yeah, I sharted.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Was
Was it all you can eat ribs?
At that time it was.
Where was this?
I won't speak branding, but yeah, I sharted. That was the moral of the story. Rapid fire questions. We've asked a lot of you, brother Alan. So
Yep.
one, thank you for coming into our space and getting
love
involved.
Love it.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, like, so you got a music video coming up.
Yeah, every month for 8 months.
So the song's out?
This one's
Not
out.
yet.
This was
This one
Welcome.
is.
I know Welcome's
That
out.
came out over
but
the weekend.
What's the music video for the next one?
The next one's called Pressure,
Pressure?
featuring Joshy E and Ash Edu, and
Yep.
it's mine and King Cass off our album.
Alright.
And the music video is getting shot tomorrow night and next week Tuesday. And music video will be out end of October.
Yep.
The song will be out mid-October. And then Where You From? It's a Foxton anthem. It's a local anthem. That's coming out in November, and we're shooting the music video at the Mini Fest
Yep.
that we're doing this year.
Yeah, I know.
Te Awaho
I
Mini
seen your
Fest.
post, don't
What date
worry.
is it?
November 30th.
November 30th.
Yep, Mini
So-
Fest, it's on.
We're going to have the podcast live and
And
direct.
he's gonna do the music video there. It's gonna be so cool. Getting
We're
the
going to
community
do the
involved.
music video.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna do a music
We're
video.
getting
I'll
the
be
community-
there, don't worry.
Community involved, absolutely.
Hey, yes,
Everybody in Foxton show
Yep.
up because it's your chance to show out and be involved.
Oh, just
We're
the,
going to do it
the
every
community
year.
show up.
Get in there,
Look,
the music video.
You're part of this community, get out there.
And
it's
that's
gonna be a cool
anybody,
event.
all
Yep.
ages, young, old. I had my grandmother and my granddad in the last music
Yep.
video, my mum and my bloody sons. But I had like everybody in that music video that would want to come and attend, and that's who it is. Anybody, welcome. If you're of whatever background, whatever heritage, whatever family, whatever roots, whatever resident or local or foreign or visitor, whatever, whoever you are on the day, you're very much welcome to come through and be a part of the the Where You From music video. To Te Awaho Mini
And it's
Fest.
a fire song.
It's,
too.
it's going to be another fucking one up the sleeve, bro.
Next
It's a
question.
Yes.
What's your 5-year goal?
5-year goal
Yeah.
is to, I don't know, this is a hard one. I initially got into rapping and I was like, I just want to create this as a secondary form of income. And then that was so I didn't have to deal drugs.
Yeah.
And so I ticked that box and I created a secondary form of income. And then I was like, what can I do next? And so I formed making a statement, created a business. I don't know. Does that goal look like making it the primary form of income? So maybe in the next 5 years,
Yeah.
trying to live off making a statement
That's
at some
good.
point.
That's a great goal
Yeah.
because you love it.
I
you love it.
It's me.
You
This is
breathe it.
everything about
Yup.
it. And the bro and having the team, and the team are my people. This
Yup.
is my brother-in-law and the bro, and that's my cousin DJ TJ,
Yup.
and that's my people. So I'm bringing
But
them
the
up.
best part is your team's only going to grow
Yeah.
because you're going to get busier.
Oh,
You know it.
it's already too
It's
busy.
so busy already.
No,
People don't even know how busy.
No, but that's good because it's just going to continue to grow. And then that's when you bring in the extra staff who are going to take part, and many hands make light work.
Yeah, well, that's like Care
Because-
Design, bro. Collaborating with them in
That's
the
it.
apparel space.
See?
It's been perfect. It's been amazing.
go.
Look at the quality of what we're repping. This is available in Foxton
Making a
right
statement,
now.
apparel,
Afterpay on the
Care
website.
Design.
Care Design, Main Street. Go check us out. Get our gears and represent, because breaking the stigma has also got a message in it. That's what we do.
Look good, feel good.
Oh, yeah, I like that. We'll pick that
5-year
up.
goal.
5-year goal, brother. E.
Raise my kids good.
Oh,
I think just keep growing. Like I
Yeah.
said, every single time I say something I'm grateful for, it's just continuous growth. I think just keep pushing the boundaries of my confidence and keep learning new things.
yeah.
And then,
sure.
just raise my kids well and love my wife. That's it.
Love it.
Nothing too
Sentimental.
major, but like just continuously get better. That's just what I want to do. So that's my 5-year goal.
I ride with it.
I like it.
Hmm.
Any other
Anything
questions?
else? Are you good?
I like that one.
I think I'm pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm about to do some production and I'm looking forward to
Hairspray with Cuzzy Trev.
Hairspray with Cuzzy Trev. Got the elections. Yeah, man.
Busy
It's a
man.
good time. Yeah.
We have to get you back in.
Well,
Oh, look, always
that's
happy to
where
come.
you get to play some 21 questions with us, which is where there's a wax strip consequence if you lose. That's our
Oh,
trivia game.
I did wonder where the wax strip was. I was
Yeah.
like, hey,
You
we
should-
talked about this last
Hey,
time.
where do I get wax stripped in
I
this
was like,
conversation? Yeah, so the 21 questions.
What is it? Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
From the
40-year-old virgin.
Oh, that's a throwback movie.
Boom. Kelly Clarkson.
Shit, you'll be rocking one of those.
You don't
So-
remember that? That was like a big wax slip, and then the best part was that was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know it's not nice, bro. I did the middle of the chest and it like half ripped and
I
half
did it
peeled
real
and
slow.
went sticky, and it was not nice.
I
But-
think it would, but that was the point. I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, so 21 questions.
21
we'll bring you back,
questions.
and then we do Breaking the Stigma, which is our
Yeah.
quick question and answer, straight live and direct with the Facebook audience.
Cool.
So we will bring you back into that space if you want to come back, bro.
I would love to come back.
thank you.
I don't even need to think about it.
Me.
It's-
So we'll look forward to that. Don't know when and where, but that will happen.
Awesome.
We love to bring our people back, and we need to keep playing our games and have some fun in that space. Cuzzy DJ TJ, did you have any questions for Alan behind the scenes before we wrap up with him?
I never got asked that question before.
No, that's good. No, I like it. Take your time. Take your time. Have a think. You know, you've known me for a while now.
I have.
We've played different roles. We've worn different wigs. We've been in stilettos.
Did you wear stilettos in a wig as well?
No.
He's saying
no. Alan's telling lies. I did not wear nothing like that.
Only
Just,
behind
you know,
closed
just
doors.
a beautiful orange suit,
And a blonde wig
beautiful
as well.
blonde wig.
Okay.
The only question I can think of is,
Yep.
Are you going to stay in the theatre world?
Oh, I love the theatre world. I don't need an excuse to do that. You know, it's like it's a passion. You know, like yourself in your roles, it's a passion. Like politics for me, it's a passion. You're naturally attracted to it.
Mm.
You know, it comes because you seek it out. You know, it's a choice that we love to do. You know, we choose our roles. Like Ethan is a family man, we choose it. You know, it's not a choice. You can't avoid it.
Mm.
I can also relate to that. Because theatre for me is more like you jump into the world of theatre and you're someone that you're not, and you can just let your current life just
It's an
outside.
escape.
Like an
It's an
escape.
escape. Like Dilz does rapping, I do theatre, and also that makes me happy, and that makes, obviously you have to put work in to make a perfect show, but during that time you start making friendships, you start making goals, you start perfecting your way in learning how to sing, act, dance, and it's also, but once you get the outcome, it's just a beautiful escape from the reality that you live in.
Yeah.
So,
So we're gonna go catch him at Hairspray. So obviously we'll be catching you
Catch
as well.
us.
Yeah, catching you.
All of us.
Yeah.
If,
better be getting us some
if Ethan, you're needed.
Oh, which one's gonna wear the wig?
I don't know.
No one.
If he's Zac Efron,
Sister E.
who's
I haven't
left?
even seen. I haven't even
who's
seen
left?
it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't even seen Hairspray, so I
You
don't
know?
even know
Are
if
you
I'd be
Zac
able to do
Efron
it.
now?
You look like a James Marsden.
Please watch Hairspray and consider it.
Yeah.
We need white guys.
You could be the Zac Efron, my G.
If you want me to do it, you better put a comment in the chat.
Oh,
Comment in the chat.
How many likes?
Put this out there,
How
Alan.
many likes
You've
do
got
you
that
need?
tapping with the theatre community.
You know?
You guys got to get this
1K
out
likes.
there. 1K.
1K likes and I'll do it.
I reckon you get to 1K likes. This is making a
I don't
statement.
think they want it that bad though.
I know, that's why I said 1K.
Only, hey, look, back yourselves, mate. You know, 1K, you could do 1K.
I'll actuals cry if that happens.
I honestly think you could easily make 1K.
This is the brother
You gotta
E's mission.
remember.
1K likes and
it's
he'll
not a
dress up
mission.
like a female.
Look, you
it's
gotta
Trev's
remember.
mission now.
Look what you've done. You've done Councillor Tamihana, you've done Councillor Young, and you've got Councillor Allen coming up. Like 1K likes. I don't think it's going to be hard.
Yes, I wish
I
said
like that
more.
you've said it because I reckon we're up for the
Are
challenge.
you gonna push it?
I don't think it'll be that hard.
Make it happen?
Yeah, look, you're building a statement, all right, and Ethan said it.
Let's
I
go.
know I did say
And
it.
just
now,
in case
I'm
it
so-
fails,
Sister E.
just in case it fails,
No, all good. It's good.
I'm gonna buy 1,000.
What? 1,000 bots?
Nah, they have to have
I'm
at least
like-
500 friends on Facebook. No.
Fuck that. You don't put terms and conditions in this. It's just 1K
I
likes.
reckon we could do this. Okay,
Yeah.
likes.
Get those
Man,
bots. Cuzzy Trev bots.
I actually, yeah, you guys have a lot of influence. 1K likes is gonna make it happen.
Ooh,
I
brother E.
can't wait to see you on stage.
There we
Damn,
go.
I
It's
shouldn't have done
happening.
that.
You've manifested it.
When
I
is
love
it?
it because I was like,
So we're currently in rehearsal stage. We got 10 Sundays left. So if you can,
10 weeks.
no,
10 Sundays. Oh,
10 Sundays means 10 weeks, bro. There's not 2 Sundays in a
10
week.
weeks left.
that's heaps.
But to be fair, the only roles that are needed, you only got one line.
Oh,
cool.
beautiful. I can do that.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
got
it.
a one-liner and you have to dance.
So you got to think.
cool.
I'll do that as long as
So,
I don't have to
yeah.
talk. I
No,
can't
no, you
talk
don't
in front of people, but I can act like an idiot.
You're on a podcast. There's a host.
Yeah, but I don't have 50 people sitting in front of me looking at me.
yeah.
We were at the mini fest.
Oh, do
Yeah.
I have to talk in front of people?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
running the
shit.
podcast.
Hey, you're talking to more people right now.
Yeah, nah, see, I can.
You know, you
but
make
see, I
it
can
sound
sit
like
here.
you're
I can
talking
sit
to
here
a lot
and
of
talk to
people.
you.
I'm like, do you know how many people you're talking to right now?
Yeah, like
Everyone
we put
has-
up a clip yesterday, 15,000 views on it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like the fact that
shit.
you're even like saying this so suddenly when you're just like, oh, there's only like a few thousand people. I'm like, You're talking to way more right now. 100%.
Factuals.
Factuals.
So before we wrap up, we go around and we do a what are we grateful for in the week that's been. So I imagine you're grateful for dentists.
Me? I'm grateful for health because like I'm good now. Like it's been a week. I'm gonna be on solids this week. I'm shuffed. I'm allowed alcohol this week.
Oh, well done.
That was tough.
Congratulations.
No alcohol last week. It was tough. No beers. So I'm good. And I can run again. So like I was on light exercise all week. So I didn't want dry socket. And this week I'm like, let's go.
Cool. Monday, brand new week.
Grateful for health. Grateful for health. Yeah. Shout out to the dentist. Appreciate you for just booking me in last minute and then being like, oh,
There's your
yeah.
Exterminating your face.
Yeah. Awesome.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm grateful for my wife.
Yeah. Great cake too. Shout out.
Yeah,
Shout
she's
out.
been struggling hard out with the pregnancy, but still managing to like pull through every day. Still gets up even though she's in pain, like tired, that sort of thing. Still doing things around the house to help out because I'm obviously busy all the time with this stuff and work and trying to help with the kids and stuff. And she's just still, still
matches
going
on.
hard. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful.
Shout out, girl.
What are you grateful for, Kazi DJ TJ?
Well, today I'm grateful for obviously the roofing community for helping us out today because that was real. Like that made me feel real happy knowing that we, no matter what, even though we're competition against each other, if we see someone struggling, we always help.
Shout out
to them. Yeah.
But I'm also like grateful for
opportunities.
Something I
stole it.
always
You
say.
say that every
stole
week.
it.
Eh?
Well, because I always get opportunities given to me.
Yeah, bro.
It's because every time you get an opportunity, you run with it, bro. That's why you keep getting them.
Like one of the opportunities is obviously I made the role, main role of the Hairspray show, so that's pretty good. And yeah.
And you're coming along to learn some of the behind the scenes with the videography.
Music
tomorrow?
video shoot tomorrow night. Pressure at the Foxton Church, putting our local heritage building coming up 150 year anniversary. Some spotlight on it. So we'll be utilising our local facilities and putting some spotlight on it. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm grateful for, I'm going to say, my wife, because we've kind of, communication is key and been talking and making sure our goals realign. And I'm so busy all the time. So just making sure I make time. So basically our spare time at the moment, we're trying to clock Spyro. And we got the trilogy, so we got 1, 2, and 3. So we're like 70% diamonds on the first one, and then we can finally move to number 2. And then we've also just cleared out all our conservatory space and started prepping that. So we spent a lot of the time over the weekend and last weekend cleaning it all out, wiping everything down, gap filling and sealing. And she just done today all of the priming. So we nearly moved into the painting phase. So it's quite cool to see that transformation and our whare kind of gradually getting better. And part of that 5-year goal is get my house flipped. And, I'm trying to play the market with the real estate with Foxton booming. And we got a really good deal with the house we came into. And I want to speak it into existence. We got it for 14. I want to sell it for 16.
Easy.
200 off it.
Oh,
So
because you've actually put in work.
we're putting in work.
Yeah.
We got it at a low price. It's RVs 570.
Yep.
And we're also playing the real estate market.
That'll bounce you to the next one.
Yeah. So that's the game plan, 5-year plan.
That's good.
And we just realigned and just making sure that we're putting in that effort and putting the effort into the house to get that to happen.
What the funny thing is, not only do you work harder, but you also work smarter. I love that.
Yeah.
Boom. Double combo.
It's a balance of both though.
No,
There's no way to just work smart. You have to work hard as well.
Normally they work smarter, not harder, but you're both.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, well, like we talk about here, me and the bro E, we run 9 to 5 jobs, but our roles are like he's on call right now. Our roles are like
that's why I keep picking my phone up.
A high level of like
because you're on call, man. That's it. Do the mahi, get the treats.
And I'm a manager in my department, so I've got staff that rely on me to show up every day and do my best. So I've got to perform, and so I've got to wear all these different hats, bro. I got to go to the 9 to 5 and be the best there and lead. And then I've got to be the making a statement hat, run the apparel and run the podcast and run the music and produce and make all the music.
The
and
amazing partner.
And then I've got to go be a dad, be a husband, be a friend. I always make sure I'm available to my bros and my people to need phone call or message. And then I've got to be a rapper, bro. And that's a hard one in itself because that's a mission. Most people are just on that mission and, you know, fall short. So when you're just trying to do everything, bro, it's a mission. But we work hard. We stay grinding. We stay busy. Making a statement.co.nz. You can check out everything we're doing. And another thing is the Te Awaho Minifest. So November 30th, backed and supported with a grant for the community of the Horowhenua District Council. Thank you so much. But yeah, going forward, making a statement.co.nz. Keep catching our podcast on all platforms. Spotify, you can listen to it if you can't watch us. And if you're listening to us, YouTube, if you want to watch us. Outside of that, I think that's probably a bit of a wrap.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Been a blast. Thank you for the questions. Man, this is cool. Getting that collaboration is key. And also at the Minifest, that's going to be cool. Get there, get into the music video.
Music video, free
These guys
haircuts.
are working hard.
Free haircuts.
And free haircuts. Ooh, looking sharp.
Live entertainment, so we'll be performing, myself, King Cass, and a few others. We'll have giveaways, prizes. We're going to run podcasts in a live environment, some 21 questions, some heat seats, some mystery munch. We're going to have our DJ on the 1s and 2s.
I'm going to do your wax stripping there. Ooh.
Might have to have a
That's
internal
it.
game.
A live one.
Do a live.
Ooh.
We should do a live one. That would be cool. But yeah, we're still planting the seeds as to what it's going to be. First up, we've got the Spring Fling, Foxton Spring Fling. Hair design stores getting transformed to the mass apparel shop, and you'll be able to walk in, grab our gears, and meet the team. Our Kazi DJ will be DJing the event. And Brother E will be there filming some behind the scenes and being involved. So we've got a few things on the horizon.
That's cool. I love when everything's happening because you've got so many things to go to. You know, it's that moment where you're like, your district is going, it's on.
Yeah. And we stay busy, bro.
Stay busy. Always stay busy.
And it sounds like you do too. So thank you for what you do in our community, brother. Thank you for always being there when I've messaged. You've run a wave across the thing. Yeah. You've always been accessible for me. You've given me feedback on my music. You've followed my journey for years, like actual years. You've supported the podcast at its infant stages. 2 years ago, you sponsored an episode, New Zealand's Hottest Noodles, with whom we shall not really speak on. The old My Great Adventure came through and jumped in with that noodle canteen episode. And I think, yeah, we've kind of always just had a connection somehow.
It is. But because we're both like, how do you describe it? Community orientated.
Yeah, bro. So we've always kind of gravitated and been in communication.
Organically, it happens. Yeah. That's what the best part is because it's just your passions connect.
And so I appreciate us being able to collaborate. And thank you for coming on episode 8, Making a Statement podcast, where we're breaking the stigma, uncensored, unfiltered. Feel free to have counted in this episode how many times we swore, but we're keeping ourselves honest. Kazi DJ TJ tries to write down, but he can't keep up with me sometimes. We're donating into that jar, the rangatahi jar, and every time it hits $500, we're going to give back to our community and put something on for our youth. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for what we've got to come next. And over here, we've got our brother E.
Bye. I'm Ethan.
Gonna happen as fire by fire. There ain't nobody putting it down. I'm holding it down. No common grounds. I'm making a statement.